Oh, we're getting pulled over.
He really thinks this is like another joke.
We're getting pulled over and we got the trifold.
Literally for no reason.
This guy's a joke.
He's such a joke. He does not even know.
He
does not even know.
Okay, he's coming. Good luck.
How you doing? License, registration, and proof of insurance, please. What's this?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Ma'am, you're not in trouble. You don't need to invoke your Fifth Amendment right.
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Where you heading? Where you going?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
I can see it. Man, come on. Knock it off.
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Well, you can do that, ma'am, but you're not under investigation. You're just in an illegal turn. Just... Where are you heading, sir? Where are you guys going tonight?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Sir, what are we doing here?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
I see that. Come on. Any drugs or alcohol? Anything I need to know in the car?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Is the address on your driver's license your current address? Is your address on your driver's license your current address?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
What's the matter? You have a green card? Are you an illegal American citizen? I see it, ma'am. I see it. Ma'am, please.
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Sit tight right here. Don't move.
Joe.
What an idiot.
He's an idiot. This cop.
He's going to ask me if I know why he pulled me over to try to get me into an argument so that he can pull me out of the car and put me in torture cuffs and torture me and take me to the dungeon. His goal is to take me and kidnap me and put me in jail and take my car and take my money.
I do not care why that cop is pulling me over. What does it matter to you what he's going to lie about? My job is to live. Anything I say to this guy, he'll use against me. So why do I care? I do not care why that cop is pulling me over. If I answer one question, he's going to ask me another and another. And you know he's going to say, I'm arguing, and pull me out of the car.
Why are you asking cops why they pulled you over? Why do you care why he pulled you over? He's going to ask you, do you know why I pulled you over? That's his way of starting an argument with you.
That's some bullshit. I was with this, man. I swear, man. I feel like going through this.
I know.
I'm so happy I told you I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have came on this street, man.
This is ridiculous.
Here we go. Oh, jeez.
License, registration, and proof of insurance, please.
I mean, I wasn't even doing that. Why you pull me over? I wasn't speeding.
What do you mean why I pulled you over?
I'm just asking
You're driving 20 miles over speed limit. I got you on my radar.
Dude, I was going 15 miles. You see me just turn down
No,
the street?
I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
Can I get your license, registration, and proof of insurance?
I just don't feel justified like you pulled me over. I think because you know what neighborhood I'm in. And,
Okay.
I mean,
Can you do me a favor, sir? Can you step out of the car?
for what?
Sir, can you step out of the car?
This is
I didn't even.
Sir, can you please step out of the car?
Why doesn't he just give him his license?
Thank you. Here, just give me your hands. Give me both your hands.
Sir,
I'll take
sir,
this from
I'm
you.
not.
She's
Sir,
filming. She's
Sir.
filming. I'm filming. Come on, step out.
sir, listen to me real quick. Listen to me. Listen to me. I didn't
Do you
even
have to do this?
Damn, bro.
There you go.
Damn, bro. Come on, man.
There you go.
All right.
There
Come
you
on,
go.
man. I didn't even do nothing, bro.
Ma'am,
Officer.
next time you'll do what I tell you to do when I tell you to do it.
This is wrong. You don't want to have a back and forth with police. I don't want to have any conversations with any cops ever. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right immediately. The mistake you're making is asking why you got pulled over. You want to hear his lies? You want to hear he's going to make stuff up? Stop answering any questions.
Lady, relax, please. I don't want to fight today.
Why is this guy
Just
pulling me
follow whatever
over?
he says.
Why? He has no reason to
Hello,
pull me
officer.
over.
Ma'am, how you doing?
Hi.
Why are you pulling me over?
You made an illegal turn back there, ma'am.
That is entirely not true. So why the fuck are you
Stay
pulling
calm,
me over?
stay
I'm
calm.
not gonna stay
Ma'am, I
calm.
just need your license, registration, and proof of insurance.
No.
Okay.
I'm not giving you my license
You're not
order.
giving-
No, I'm not giving you.
Sissy, just
Why? Stop it.
What are you doing, sir?
Why?
What are you doing? What the f are you doing, officer?
Stop.
Why are you arresting her?
This is not
No,
legal.
no, what the fuck? You have got to invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. It doesn't matter why they pull you over. Don't engage, don't talk, don't say anything. Just invoke your Fifth Amendment right. What is the police goal? They want to arrest you, impound your car, and steal your money. The mistake people are making, it becomes a tug of war over, he's going to tell me why he pulled me over, or I'm not going to give him my license. I'm not going to give him my license until they tell me why they pulled me over. And that's not working out for Latinos.
Brothers, give him your license, your registration, and your proof of insurance. And then plead the fifth. You gotta plead the fifth. All you do is plead the fifth. Nothing else but the fifth. Why are you using extra words? Every word you use, he's gonna use right against you. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I don't care. You plead the fifth.
Babe,
Again,
stop.
no, you stop. Why are we getting pulled over? What the
Well, chill.
piece of shit, man?
Just be cool.
No, you be cool.
Just be cool.
License, registration, and proof of insurance.
What did I do? Why are you pulling me over?
You made an illegal turn back here on 12th.
What illegal? I don't remember being illegal term.
You did not turn a blinker on when you made a left on 12th. Just give me your license, registration, proof of insurance.
I don't understand why you're pulling me over. I don't understand.
Understand?
This is the second time I got pulled over today.
Babe,
I
give
need
him
your
your
license.
license.
Stop for a second, Sissy.
Give me your license.
I don't understand what I did. Why are you pulling me over?
Just comply with
No,
him.
that shit. You don't
Officer,
have a
what
right.
are you doing? Officer, officer, what are you doing, officer? American cops are killing people like crazy. Use your camera and use your trifold. You don't answer any question. No questions. Not a single question. What's your favorite color? I plead the fifth. Do you have a dog? I plead the fifth. Where are you going? I plead the fifth. Take a look at the list of what the trifold says.
That way you don't have to answer those questions. You just point to your trifold.
I got my license, registration, and proof of insurance always ready to go. My trifold is up in my visor. I keep my hands above the steering wheel as I go into touchdown position.
When you get pulled over, have your license, registration, and proof of insurance ready to go. Your hands never go below the steering wheel because you're in touchdown position. American cops are killing people. Don't put your hands below the steering wheel. My fellow Latino brothers and sisters, you have got to invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Oh my God, babe.
No, buddy, don't worry about this. I got this. I told you, I already took the class. I know exactly what to do with them from now on.
This
I ain't
is
getting
just
out. This shit ain't happening. No,
horrible.
I'm good. Don't worry
Why
about
does
it.
this always
Watch
happen?
this. Just watch.
Hey, can I get your license,
I
registration?
got you, officer.
Okay. Wait ahead.
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Can I see that? Okay. Wait ahead now.
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Listen, this is a simple blinker thing. If you're not in trouble, there's no problem here.
Mhm.
Can you just wait ahead?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
I don't remember your license. Sir.
Fucking pigs.
Remember what the police goal is. They want to arrest you, impound your car, and steal your money.
The cops' goal is to arrest you, impound your car, and steal your money.
If that's a fact, put a 1 in the chat.
Your job is to survive this stop.
You are worth money to them by putting you in jail.
Your job is to survive this stop.
Getting pulled over again.
I know, he thinks he's gonna get
Oh
anything
my
out
God,
of you.
there he comes. Just chill.
He really thinks he's gonna get this one.
How you doing? Can I get your license, registration, and proof of insurance, please? What's this? What is this?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Okay, cool. Wait ahead.
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Ma'am, everything okay?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
I can see it, man. Listen, you're not in trouble. Just wait ahead.
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain
I
silent.
heard you, dude. All right. Is this your current address here?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Sit tight. DUI checkpoint right here. So remember, you want to use your trifold right away. You don't want to put yourself in a position where you have to answer questions. That's not what you want to do. So I'm just letting him. Okay. DUI checkpoint.
Hey, how's it going, sir?
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
All right, have a good night.
Yep. That's how it's done. That's exactly how it's done. You show him the trifold. Right there, it says learn the law. There's my Fifth Amendment. I show it to him. That simple, baby.
That is exactly how you do it. Welcome, everybody, to another rendition of Delete Laws. What's going on out there in the land of the unfree America? Do me a favor, hit the like button. Take your finger right there. There's a thumbs up down there. Reach over there and hit the like button. If you're watching on your phone, double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap on your screen. What's going on, Playboy? What going on, Playboy? Oh, Bloodborne 420. He said it doesn't take rocket scientists to know not to talk to the pigs. You're right, it doesn't. But for some reason, I keep getting people sending me videos where they talk to the coppers and they end up in the torture cuffs, or they think they're going to argue their way out of a video, out of an arrest, out of them. Because I argue their way out of a video. What I mean is when I see the video, they're on the video trying to argue their way out of the video. So listen, today's the day. Huge giveaway. You see my poster back here? Check out the poster. I'm giving this poster away today with any purchase from DeleteLaws.com. I'm giving away my trifold today with any purchase on DeleteLaws.com. I'm giving away my ebook today, 44-page ebook with any purchase from Delete Laws. It's an animated ebook, printed out, teach your kids all the case law on here. I'm giving away my periodicals with any purchase. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check the back end. I'm going to check DeleteLaws.com. If you purchase my $5 or $10 digital cop cards at home, I'm going to email you the poster, the trifolds, the ebook, the periodicals, absolutely everything I sell. If you buy a trifold, I will send you a pair of cop cards for free. Go to DeleteLaws.com and buy a trifold. Listen, the shipping is $11. I only ship priority shipping with a tracking number. Since I've done that, nobody's lost their order. And I'm going to continue to do it. I lowered the price of my products so that shipping wouldn't be a problem for you guys. It was the same price when the trifold was $30 plus $5, $35. Now it's $25 plus $11, so it's $36, so it's $1 more. But now you get a tracking number. And if you buy it, what I'm going to do is check the back end right now. Put a 1 in the chat if you've received my email where I sent you absolutely everything in my store that I sell for free. Go to DeleteLaws.com with a Z. DeleteLaws.com with a Z, just like my hat, DeleteLaws.com with a Z. And make sure, who is in the room? Who is in the room? We got Mikey B. We got Mikey B. We got Joe D. What is going on? Put in the chat OTVO so I can give some shout outs. Les Paul, what is going on? Tom Morehouse, what's going on? Mitchell, what is going on? What are we doing? Other side, huge 2025 giveaways. No, I want everybody to have my products. And a lot of people don't have the $25. So a simple way is to buy the digital cop card. I think it's $10 or something like that. Then you get the trifold in your email. You get this poster in your email. You get the ebook in your email. And listen, print this bad chicken out and talk to your kids about it. Teach your kids. So it goes the case law, with the cases, Houston versus Hill here. And then here's the case law. That's Sinek versus United States. Sinek versus United States, and there's the write-up on Sinek versus United States. You absolutely have got to have this. Go to DeleteLaws.com. Go to DeleteLaws.com. Should have the board game done by the end of January. As usual, everything takes a long time, but we should have it done. Rami is in here. What is going on, Playboy? What is going on? What is going on? Captain Steve Conkler is here. Damone is here. Race Gas, what is going on? The Shiznits, what is going on? So check this out. As you guys know, I spent, I'm 50, so I started wrestling when I was 7. So I've wrestled on a wrestling mat for 43 years. That's how long I've wrestled on a wrestling mat. And I still wrestle on a wrestling mat all the time. So I saw this video pop up and I was like, man, you guys have got to see this. Never underestimate a kid with cauliflower ears. So these dirty, now let me ask you a question. Do you think that, do you think that the coppers here are going to give this kid a fair shot to a wrestling match? Put a 1 in the chat if you think the cops are going to cheat this kid just when in an exhibition wrestling match. Put a 1 in the chat if you think the cops are going to cheat this kid. Listen, take advantage of my deal. Take advantage of my deal. I just got your text. I see it here. So take advantage of my deal. Get everything I sell for free. All you have to do is buy one simple thing. One thing. And you get everything I sell for free. So JT said, you might know how to wrestle, but you don't want to beef with a cop. If I could wrestle every pig I hated, I would love to. But, Witch on Fire is here. Danelle Brown is here. All right, let's check this out. Watch the cops cheat this kid, even in an exhibition wrestling match. And look how many people are there. They're still going to cheat him.
It's rain. It's wave. It's lame.
Can't play the music. Sorry about that. So they're doing an exhibition. This kid's a wrestler, wrestles in high school or college. And the cop decides to take him on. The other cop says, oh, let me go in there and take him on. And watch these dirty pigs cheat this kid. Watch this. So he locks up with him. That's called an over-under position. It's a Greco-Roman position. Did you see that? Did you see that? Did this piece of shit, jackboot thug pig, did he put it in the comment section, JBTP? He's locked up with another man and this guy's going to kick him from behind. Isn't that exactly what these pigs do all the time? Look at that. Just pathetic. Just pathetic. Oh, dude, pisses me off just watching it. Then he goes to lift his legs up. The wrestler still gets under him, lifts him, and puts him on the ground. And all the crowd goes wild. The crowd goes wild. I can't believe they kick him from behind when he's not looking. That is just so atrocious. That is so atrocious. Unbelievable. Look at that. Oh, dirty JBTPs. I mean, dirty jackboot. So this is from a bootlicking channel, just so you know. It's got a blue line stripe on here. They promote the coppers. I'm going to show this, even though this is a bootlicking, cop-sucking channel. But what do I always talk to you guys about? And a guy named Power Inherent from the People always comes in here and says, oh, Chili, don't tell people to get their driver's license. That's what he says. That's what he says. I mean, Power Inherent to the People. I sent him a link to join me on StreamYard. You're welcome to come on, bro. You're welcome to have a discussion with me about it. But here's the thing. If you do not have your driver's license, your registration, and your proof of insurance all put together for when the dirty... Let me ask you a question. Are the cops going to pull you over? Is it the cops' goal to pull you over? Dave, someone tell him what JBTP stands for, if you could, please. Someone tell him what JBTP stands for. And let me check my back end and see if anybody bought anything while I'm doing this live stream, because I'm going to send you everything I sell in my store for free during the live stream. That way you can come into the chat and say, listen, I just bought a cop card and Chili sent me everything. Hey, I just bought one trifold and Chili sent me everything. I want that story. We got one. We got Samantha S. Samantha S. just bought a... Let me see what she bought. Samantha S. I'm not sure if you're in the chat, Samantha S. You must be, because you just bought something just now, like literally 1 minute ago. So Samantha S. She bought a cop card. She bought a print at home. She bought a cop card that I shipped to her. So Samantha in Georgia. Do me a favor, Samantha. I want you to check your email in 2 seconds here. I'm going to send Samantha everything that I sell for free from my store right this second. You're going to get it right now, Samantha. Sorry you guys are waiting, but give me just 15 seconds here, because this is going out to Samantha. as promised, there you are. 1 second, Samantha. I got to attach all the free products. So in the free products that I'm sending you right now, Samantha, I'm sending you 15 different free products that I sell on DeleteLaws.com. I love doing this. This is my favorite thing to do. Okay, boom. There it is. Sent. Samantha, if you're in the chat, would you please let people know that I sent you everything in your email for free? Samantha, you are the bomb.com. All right. I'll buy if link. So someone give Anita the link. Go, it's DeleteLaws.com. Someone put a link in the chat for her. Now, I want to show you how important it is. So it's funny because power inherent to the people is not in here. Let me show you how the cops are seeing it if you don't have a driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance. It's not what I want. This is not what I want. XXGeo is here and Law Dog. But check this out. So this guy gets pulled over. He's got a license plate that he got online, and it's a shirt. Check this. I watched this last night. By the way, when I watched this last night, I was screaming at the screen. I was, don't time out Jim. Moderators, do not time people out. Listen, moderators, please do not time people out or block them unless they're an asshole troll who is being a jerk, an absolute jerk, and then send their ass packing forever. All right, so let's get into this video.
On February 29, 2024, officers pulled over a vehicle that had an unidentifiable license plate.
Can you roll this back window down for me? Hello. Hi, can you roll this window down for me? Hi, my name is Officer Fager with the Edgewater Police. The reason I stopped you, he's not in his seatbelt, and your tag is obscured. The top of it, you can't see what it is, and it doesn't come back to anything.
My camera is blocking the top.
Yeah, do you have your driver's license with you? Do you have an actual driver's license?
No, that is my ID. I'm an American State National.
Okay, that's
okay. So she's a state national, is what she said, and that's her identification. And the State National Association, or one of the associations of the State National, allegedly have taught her that if she goes state national, she doesn't have to have a driver's license. She doesn't have to have a driver's license. So let's see what happens if you decide that you're not going to have a driver's license. Do I know that the driver's license is a scam from the 1915 case of Hendrick versus Maryland that the Supreme Court decided for all of us, an unlegislated body? They're not elected. There's no legislation. They're not supposed to legislate from the bench. Do I think it's a scam? Absolutely. Absolutely. Robert, hit me up on email, dude. Bought the trifold and travel card, but didn't get the card. Then send me an email. Send me a copy of your order. I'll get it to you right away, dude. You guys, just so you know, if you buy my cop card, I really appreciate it. I mean, if you buy the cop card from my store, I super appreciate it. I give it for free with an order of a trifold. Don't tell anybody else. But if you buy a trifold that I ship to you, it costs $25 plus shipping and handling. If you buy one of these trifolds from me, I give you the cop cards for free. Don't tell anybody. You're welcome to purchase them. Thanks for your support. But I give them with every single trifold order. People always contact me and say, dude, I'm shocked. Why'd you send me this? Because I give away the cop cards with every single trifold order. You can buy them. I'm not stopping you, man. I appreciate the funding. I really do. So she decided she's a state national and she doesn't have to have a driver's license.
Not a thing.
Yeah.
Do you have a registration and valid proof of insurance?
I'm not engaging in the commercial use of the highways or byways, nor am I operating in a for-hire capacity. I'm a foreign national exempt from foreign law under Amendment 11 of both the Constitution and the Constitution of the United States, and I claim all my exemptions.
Okay, so do you have any other documentation from the United States government saying that you're exempt from these or that you're
I don't have my paperwork in the car with me, but I do have it.
Okay.
And that's my form of ID, and those are my private plates on the car.
Okay, this is a passport. Okay, so I'm aware of your group that you're with. This doesn't grant you any rights to drive. I will. Do you have a driver's license in any state in the United States?
No.
No. Okay. Do you have any other documentation? Nothing from the United States government saying you have diplomatic immunity?
My paperwork is at my house.
Okay. Are you aware that in the United States, when you're a diplomat inside the United, are you claiming to be a diplomat? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm a foreign state national.
Right. So,
That's what I am.
so you're a foreign state national.
Yes, and
But
if you run my
you're claiming
passport,
It doesn't work, folks. I wish it did. I wish we didn't have to have a driver's license. It doesn't work. Just wait. This gets really bad. Wait, this gets terrible.
diplomatic immunity, correct?
if you run my passport, you'll be able to see my documents there.
That's
It reflects.
so. Do you have
my
a
status.
driver's license in any state in the United States?
That is my form of ID, sir.
Do you have a driver's license? That's not my question. Do you have a
No,
driver's license? You do not. Okay.
No, that is my form of ID.
Do you have a registration or a valid proof of insurance for the vehicle? It's a yes or no question.
No.
Okay, there it is right there. Guess what's going to happen to her, folks? Reese in Utah. Reese in Utah just bought a pair of cop cards. Reese, check your email. Check your email. I just sent you everything I sell for free. All the products I've been working on for years and years, I just sent to Reese for $15. Go look at the price for this poster in the store. The price of this poster is either $25 for the PDF or $100 for the printed version. I just sent it to Reese for a $15 purchase. Thank you, Reese. I appreciate your support. We don't stop.
Okay. Any particular reason he wasn't seatbelted?
No, he has.
He was hanging out the window.
No.
Yeah, but when we were behind him, he didn't
had
have his
just
seatbelt
pulled
on.
away from school. And
Okay, where did you obtain that tag?
From foreign state national guy in
Right,
Alabama
Justin?
who makes the plates.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you're aware that in the United States and in the state of Florida, you're required to have specific tags that actually go to the vehicle and is registered. Are you aware of that?
My private automobile.
Okay.
Those are my
You've been
private-
filled with some
That's not how it
false
works.
information. So in the
Yes, she's been filled with false information.
state of Florida, you're
No, I'm
required to
not
have a
sure
driver's
that-
license.
I'm not sure many people are aware.
We
of
are.
the
I have read a lot about the foreign state
Well, I
nationals.
don't know. I feel like they give people a bad rap because I've been in situations before
Uh-huh.
where I try to explain to them and they keep calling me a sovereign citizen and like.
Well, that's
even-
what it
even
is.
if you look
That's what
up-
it is.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not. And when you look it up on the internet,
have.
it'll tell you right, but it'll explain it as a
Essentially,
sovereign citizen.
essentially, it's a sovereign. It is a sovereign citizen entity. Do you have keys to the vehicle?
Okay, so how do they do this? How do they do this to us? We're at 3 minutes and 20 seconds in this video. So right here, this is the 1915 case of Hendricks versus Maryland. Right there, Hendrick versus Maryland, right here. And this is a Supreme Court case from 1915. And if you scroll down, which I've already showed this to lots and lots of people, so I know exactly where to find it. It's right about there. The governor shall appoint a commissioner of motorized vehicles. That's the DMV today, with power to designate assistants. Those are state-run DMV operatives who shall secure enforcement of the statute. Before any motor vehicle operated upon the highway, the owner shall make a statement to the commissioner and procure a certificate of registration. I don't love this. It's just the way it is. Thereafter, it shall bear a numbered plate. I didn't make this up. This is Hendrick versus Maryland. This certificate and plate shall be evidence of authority for operating the machine during the current year. U.S. Code 133. Registration fees are fixed according to horsepower, $6 for 20 or less, $12 for 20 to 40, and $18 in excess of 40. No person shall drive a motor vehicle upon the highway until he has obtained, at the cost of a $2 operator's license, subject to revocation for cause. Too many speeding, too much that. I didn't create this, folks. Power inherent to the people who has come into the chat 100 times and said, Chili, you're telling people to get a driver's license and we don't need a driver's license. Brother, you are welcome to teach people that. Let me show you the video of what happens if you don't have a license, you don't have registration, you don't have proof of insurance. Let me show you what happens to this woman because she does not have her things put together. We're at 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
So do you?
Oh,
Can you hear me?
you guys got a little sneak preview right there because it jumped ahead to up here. Here's a sneak preview. That's a sneak preview right there.
Keys.
No, I cannot.
Do you have keys to the vehicle? Can you hear me? The keys.
No, I cannot.
Okay, step out of the car for me.
It is not unlawful, Rudy. It is not unlawful. I'm sorry, bro. Look, I don't love. I wish I didn't have a trifold business. I wish I didn't have to sell people cop cards so they know how to talk to cops. I wish I didn't have a poster that taught your kids Supreme Court case law. I wish I didn't have an ebook. I wish I didn't give away the Mullen Commission. that shows you how cops actually act. When you get a trifold or a cop card from me, I'm going to send you the Mullen Commission. And if you have not read the Mullen Commission, dated July 7th, 1994, by Milton Mullen, then you don't know what policing actually does to people. It's horrible. But Rudy, you're incorrect. The Supreme Court made that holding 1915, Hendrick versus Maryland, and then state legislatures, Alabama, Alaska, Florida, Tennessee, they all then put statutes and codes through the legislative process that the governor of that state signed into law to create the Department of Motorized Vehicles in Oregon. I don't love it. I don't love it. You do have a right to travel. You just don't have a right to travel in a car without a driver's license or proof of insurance or registration. Or if you do, Skip, here's what happens if you do that. So you see what she did? He said, "Give me the keys." Watch this little moment right here. Watch this moment. I interrupted and I didn't get to really capture the essence of this moment. She's going to be charged with, dude, just wait. This gets horrible and it happens right here. Buckle up.
Citizen entity. Do you have keys to the vehicle? Can you hand me the keys?
No, I cannot.
Okay, step out of the car for me. Get out of the car. Unlock it. Can you unlock it?
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Step out of the car. Step out of the car. Step out of the car.
There it is.
Step out of the car. Step out of the car. Step out of the car. Stop. You're gonna get chased. Get out of the car now. Get out of the car. Get out of the car now.
That's a felony.
Get out of the car. Get out of.
Listen to that. It's horrible.
Get your hands.
Just horrible.
I know she's your mom. I know she's your mom. I know she's your mom. I know she's your mom.
It's horrible. Torture cuffs.
Your mom's fine, okay?
No, she's not.
Go back in the car. Go back in the car. It's okay. We're gonna come take her to the grass and you guys can talk to her.
Look how sad that is.
Okay? Step away from her.
It's already bad enough with fun. I don't need her method too. She's the only person I have. Please.
Step back over here.
Please, please.
Go back to the car, please. Your mom's gonna be okay.
She's not going to be okay, actually. Wait till you see what happens to her.
Your mom's gonna be okay.
Just don't.
We're not gonna hurt her. Your mom's gonna be okay.
She's the only person I have. Please.
Okay.
These are my children.
Okay.
Please.
Go back in the car. Get these kids away from me.
They forced me out of my car. They dragged me on the floor like an animal. I did nothing at all. I just
Stand up.
picked my children up from
Stand up.
school.
Watch your phone. Walk over to that car.
Paul in Fresno. Paul in Fresno, are you in the chat right now? Are you willing to let people know what your username is? Because Paul in Fresno just spent $10 on a digital print-at-home trifold, and he got everything I sell in my store for free. He got the cop cards, he got the Mullen Commission, he got the ebook, he got the Racist Origins of Gun Control, everything goes, the trifold. He got everything I sell in my store for free. Paul, check your email, please, and confirm in the chat that you just got everything I sell for free, including this poster right here. This poster I sell for $25. Paul paid $10 and got everything. And Paul, you can print this out at your local FedEx Kinko's or FedEx office or whatever it's called there. It costs about $25 to print it out. Put it on your wall, man. Learn every case on there. This is such a conversation starter. It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. Thanks, Paul, for your order. I really appreciate the support.
I can't believe you're doing this.
Grab that one too.
There's nothing wrong.
Come here, bud. Come here, bud. Hey,
Jeff hates pigs.
Step over here.
Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs is in the chat.
Unlock your car. Hey. Take a seat in the vehicle. You have any weapons on you? Purse? No, you don't.
There's Grace right there. Grace, can you go ahead and confirm to everybody in the chat that I just sent you everything I sell for free? How, I mean, I love it. I love doing it. I love it. I love people get some stuff.
Take a seat. Please.
I tried to talk to you.
No, but
Why
you
would
weren't
you
listening.
drag me out of my car like that? You had no right.
Motor oil says you saw the chain.
No right. I'm not a U.S. citizen. Okay, I understand you're doing your job and all that, but I did nothing wrong. And
Look how she's being treated because she didn't have a driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance. It gets worse. Wait till you see what happens to her.
now you're forcibly pushing me into
Get in
this
the car. You're under arrest.
Why?
Because you kicked me. Battery on a law enforcement officer. You did. It's on
I
camera.
did
You
not
did
kick
kick me.
you.
You did kick me.
No, I didn't.
Yes.
You were pushing me, pulling me up.
So I watched this last night and I was screaming at the screen, but watch this. So we're at 7 minutes and 7 seconds here. So here's the charge of her kicking him. Watch this.
Step out of the car.
Okay, so watch for a kick here. Watch, she's going to be charged with 3 felonies, and watch for the kick. So she's trying to hide in her car. Watch. There it is right there. You see her leg up in the air right there? That was it right there. See this? There it is. She's got her leg up and she goes to push him away with her foot. He says that she kicked her and charges her with a felonious assault on a copper. See that? There's her foot right there. There's the kick the cop charges her with. There it is. She just kicked me. Did you see it? Where's the kick? Ridiculous. He calls that a kick.
Stop.
What in God's green earth? He just called that a kick. He called that a kick. You have to have your license, your proof of insurance, and your registration ready to go. Now, mine is not laminated anymore. A copy of my driver's license is laminated. My proof of insurance, though, is not laminated anymore, and neither is my registration. And this all goes up in my visor, right inside my trifold. The digital print-at-home trifold is the exact same as this one, but this one's on indestructible paper. It doesn't tear, it doesn't rip. If you pour coffee on it, you can just wipe it off. So this paper will last you for years and years and years because it's indestructible paper. Of course, you can chop it with an axe. You know what I'm saying? But all your information goes right inside that trifold, just like that. Boom. Just like that. Put that bad chicken right up on your visor. And if you ordered one from me, I sent you a broccoli wide rubber band that goes right over your visor, just like that. Just like that. Who's next? Purchase anything from my store. I'm going to send you absolutely everything I sell 100% for free.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car now.
Car.
I'm right here. Yep. You want some quick games like this?
I'm not playing any games.
Asking for help. Is he okay?
He's fine.
Do you have someone we can call that can pick the kids up?
I'm trying to call.
Okay, well, I have your phone. Do you want me to try to call him for you? I'm not going to give you your phone now. What's your PIN?
You got that right, Kelly.
Or, you don't have to give me it, but I'm trying to make a phone call for you.
Can I put my pin in?
Sure.
Don't melt the change.
Just a female first search with that one.
Adult male Baker at 1446.
Hi, my love. Is everything okay?
No, they arrested me and they have the kids. I did nothing.
Move your foot.
And he dragged me out of my car. They dragged me out of the car.
Give me a second. Let me see who I can find.
Chevy! Everybody say hello to Chevy. Just got out of the hospital, beat that flu. God bless you, Chevy. So glad you're okay.
I'm trying to make a phone call. There's 3 kids in the car. They're freaking out right now.
Where are you going to be? Where are you?
Hi, this is Officer Fager with the Edgewater Police Department. Who am I speaking with?
This is Joshua. What's going on?
Are you related? Are you husband or father of the kid?
No, don't touch me.
I'm not going to touch you.
Are you able?
Bro, who said that? I think that was Dan Hanlon that said that. Dan Hanlon said that they just created somebody who the children will hate the cops for the rest of their lives, and they will, because of the policies, procedures, and protocols. Could they have just taken her keys and then left her sitting in that car? I mean, was that a possibility? Could they have opened the door when she shut it? And yeah, that's a little irritating, but and then she tried to push them away with her foot, and they called it kicking them, assaulting a copper. Couldn't they have just wrestled her keys out of her hands and said, there you go. Stay in the car. Come out of the car. Stay in the car. We're calling a tow truck. Tow truck gets there and they say, get out of the car. And then force her ass out of the car and then say, okay, walk home with your kids. Couldn't they have done that? I'm just wondering. Couldn't they have done that? Joseph Barbini is in the hizzy. What is going on? Danelle Brown just said something really great too. Yeah. Thank you. Joseph said, Team DLZ. Remember, I'm giving away everything for free today. Witch on Fire is here. What did you just say, Danelle Brown? I had it up on the screen, but I wanted to say hello to Joseph. Janelle Brown just said something. I didn't get to keep it. Sorry about that. But you have to have a driver's license. It's not what I want. It's not what I want at all. I don't agree with it. I think it's a bullshit tax scam on the people. I think it's dog shit. I don't know, Rising Tides. I don't know what's up, man. YouTube's got my channel in the toilet, so.
Well, to try to respond to take the kid, she's under arrest for battery on a law enforcement officer and resisting an officer with violence.
That doesn't seem like her. I don't understand what's going on.
Okay, well, you can review the body camera footage because it was her. So do you want to respond to take the kids?
Talk to Dad.
Do you want to have a conversation?
My son.
We're calling to get somebody to come pick you up. Do you have a valid license? Do you have a license right now?
No,
I don't use no license. Sir.
Huh?
I don't use a license.
Well, in the state of Florida, you have to have a valid driver's license to drive a motor vehicle on the roadway. You understand that, right?
No.
No.
I can see if I can get someone closer. Can you give me 5 minutes?
Sure.
Okay.
Yep, you can just call her number back if you want.
Okay.
Thanks, bud.
Being a police officer is an inherently dangerous job.
Oh, shut up.
So when you're told to do something and
Shut
you
up.
tell them no, we're going to then make you do it. That's just the way it works. This whole sovereign.
But it's still not right. They really
You
forced
committed a
me to the crime. I did not hurt anyone. I was not committing a crime.
You committed
They dragged me out
You
of
committed
my
a misdemeanor in the state of
by my
Florida.
legs, like a
Listen,
animal.
Well, you kicked him.
Son of a- Sir, I did not kick him. He's dragging my legs, and I'm trying to pull my
You
legs
are-
back to sit up in my seat.
You were
So if
driving.
he got kicked, it was not intentional.
You were driving
Right.
a motor vehicle
Right.
that is unregistered in the state of Florida, which is a misdemeanor crime, punishable by jail and fines. So you can go to jail for it.
And you are going to jail for it.
Wow.
You
She's
don't
a
have
mother.
a driver's license in the state of Florida. That's a misdemeanor. You're going to jail for that.
She said she used to have.
Wow.
So she
She's
paid
suspended.
$30. Well, no, I know. She paid $30 to this sovereign citizen group to get that tag because she's one of the foreign national things, and they told her you don't need a license anymore. You don't have to register. You don't have to do all this stuff.
Ask if it's okay if Maya, their next door neighbor, picks up.
Is it okay if Maya, your next door neighbor? Yes.
Michael, David, and Logan. Michael, David, and Logan. Logan, you just saw in the chat right here. Logan, check your email, Logan. Can you confirm to the people that you did indeed purchase something, one thing, and I gave you everything in my deletelaws.com store? Can you just confirm that for me, Logan? Check your email, Michael. Check your email, David. They also purchased one thing, and you got everything I sell in my store for free. You got this poster, you got my ebook, you got the Mullen Commission, you got the cop cards, you got absolutely everything I sell in my store was sent to you because you purchased one thing. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I absolutely love doing this. I love doing it.
Hello.
Hello, are you Maya?
Yes, I am.
Gotcha.
Now watch this twist. Watch this twist. Watch this twist. You see Maya, who shows up to pick up her kids. See the copper behind her? Pay very close attention to this jackboot thug pig. Let me even zoom in so you can really see what this jackboot thug pig does. Maya pulls up to go get her distressed friend's children, and watch this.
Hello.
Watch him. See the cop behind her?
Hello, are you Maya?
Yes, I
Watch the cop behind her. Watch what the cop behind her is doing.
am.
Look what he's looking at. That's Maya's car right there.
Gotcha.
6
Look what he's doing. He's looking at Maya's license plate.
You realize all your cars, you have a
You got your driver's license on you, Maya? Now listen, let me be clear here, okay? I don't love this. I don't like what's gonna happen to Maya right here either. I don't love this. Logan, you got everything for free. Michael, I don't know if you want to identify yourself in the chat. David, I don't know if you want to identify yourself in the chat, but check your email. You just got everything I sell for free. What do you think is going to happen to Maya? Plead the Fifth and Michael Eline. Man, this is a great room of people. Holy shit. We are on fire today.
Driver's license?
I do.
Can we see it so we can make sure?
You do not have to give your driver's license to a cop without probable cause. She does not have to do this.
You realize in the state of Florida, your vehicle has to be registered, right?
It is registered.
Because there's been documented time after time after time that somebody tries to do this, and it's proven that it's false. It's not true.
There it is.
But ultimately, at the end,
You got everything in your email for free with one purchase, dude. Thank you for your support, and I'm glad you got all the products to defend yourself against these dirty jackboot thug pigs.
today, you can't put your hands on a police officer. Not in the United States, not in the state of Florida, not in the city of Edgewater. Okay? There's repercussions to that. All right?
Did you get her on the
No.
sovereign thing, or she's?
Well, oh, her. Did she get you onto it? Because she has a tag too.
No, it's just me.
She's your neighbor.
Who got it first?
You or her?
Look at the dirty jackboot thug pigs talking in unison, trying to find a way that they can put another person in a cage.
She's your neighbor.
Who got it first?
You or
What are they, Bopsy twins?
her?
She
Did she turn you on to it? So you could look into this?
No, but that's her own business. But I wanted to look at it.
Oh, she has a business doing it?
No,
that's
it's
her
not
own.
like her,
Oh, personal business.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. So she's gonna walk home with your kids.
Oh, God.
She's not driving her car either. Her car's getting towed just like yours.
Oh, God.
You guys have to have registered vehicles in the state of Florida. They have to be registered. That's the bottom line.
But here's the other thing you have to understand, right? Her vehicle's being towed, but she's walking home with your kids because of how she reacted. Okay? She didn't kick me. She didn't put her hands on a police officer screaming.
Oh, what a beta male pig. She didn't kick you, dude. She didn't kick you. Pisses me off. Joshua W. Check your email, brother. Thank you for purchasing one thing from my shop. I gave you everything else I sell for free. Super appreciate it, bro. Joshua W., check your email right now. Confirm in the chat, if you would please, that you got everything I sell for free. So the cops, once again, I hate to be a broken record here, the cops could have got her car open, taken her keys, and then shut the door. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? Right or wrong? I'm looking at the chat here. Right or wrong? The dirty jackboot thug pig could have opened her door and taken her keys and made her walk home with her children and ignored the little push she did with her foot and not called it a kick and not charged her with 3 felonies. Wait till you see the charges. Wait till you see the charges. Joshua, confirm you got everything for free in your email?
Hold on a second.
Call me back and let me know. Oh, okay.
Not. Hey, I'm right here. It's Sergeant Benz. You're going to be able to take her kids.
Yes.
You're going to receive a citation for unregistered motor vehicle. Your vehicle is going to get towed by Edgewater Towing, and you'll be able to walk home with the kids.
Did you hear that? They want to tow my car.
Oh my God.
You can't tow it. It's not.
And he can hear you on the speaker if you want to say something.
It's a vehicle that has 4 wheels, and it's powered by a motor. It is a motor vehicle, sir.
There it is.
It's registered as.
Look, there it is, folks. I don't love this. I don't get any glory out of this. Listen to what the copper says.
You're on the speaker if you want to say something.
It's a vehicle that has 4 wheels, and it's powered by a motor. It is a motor vehicle, sir.
There it is right there. Now she's got her folder full of stuff like so many people do, right? Brenda, I don't have any confirmation from you in my back end. I'm looking right now. Oh, I know. Because Rising Tides, every time he comes on, he gives a super chat. So does Chevy and Plead the Fifth. And there's so many of you guys, Danelle, there's so many of you guys, right? And YouTube is totally fucking with this channel. It doesn't stop us. We're not going to stop. I'm on X. I have a Facebook account. I got an Instagram account. My Instagram account is my name, Chili DeCastro. So it's just like, but Brenda, I don't have anything from you. I apologize. Double check and make sure everything went through. But you guys just heard it. Let me play it again because I get off topic sometimes when I'm.
They can't tow it. It's not.
And he can hear you on the speaker if you want to say something.
It's a vehicle that has 4 wheels, and it's powered by a motor. It is a motor vehicle, sir.
That's how they see it. They're trained that that's how they see it. Am I wrong? I mean, am I wrong? We're watching it happen to these people. And all they wanted to do was have the right to travel freely in the United States of America if they're not doing commerce in their vehicle. How's it working out? How's it going? If you don't have your shit put together, they put you in torture cuffs and drag you off to a dirty fucking dungeon. That's what we're seeing. That's what we're seeing. I wish it wasn't this way, but that's what we're seeing.
Except it's registered as automobile.
No, sir. It's gonna get towed. She's gonna get a ticket, and she'll be on her way.
Okay, but it shouldn't be towed. But I mean, we're not causing a problem, but it should not be towed.
Well, it's not registered. The Florida registration on it was canceled, so therefore it's no longer registered.
Right, and she doesn't actually need a registration. It is a private property. It's private automobile. It's a part
And
of a
it's in
trust.
trust.
It is in a
Yes,
trust.
so you keep that in
So
mind.
if you do, I mean,
It's gonna cost you guys a lot.
No. So we're at 13 minutes and 38 seconds. No, it's not. It is not. It's not. This certificate and plate shall be evidence of the authority for operating the machine during the current year. Registration fees are fixed according to horsepower. No person shall drive a motor vehicle upon the highway until they obtained a $2 operator's license. And this is in 1915. This is the 1915 case of Hendrick versus Maryland. The cop's not going to have to pay for anything. The cop's going to impound that car, and now she's got to pay huge fees to get it out.
I don't use no license, sir.
Huh?
I don't use a license.
Well, in the state of Florida,
because there's been documented time.
On the speaker if you want to say
it's gonna get towed. She's gonna get a ticket, and she'll be on her way.
okay, but it shouldn't be towed. But I mean, we're not causing a problem, but it should not be towed.
Well, it's not registered. The Florida registration on it was canceled, so therefore it's no longer registered.
Right, and she doesn't actually need a registration. It is a private property. It's private automobile. It's a part
and
of a
it's in
trust.
trust.
It is in a
Yes,
trust.
so you keep that in
So
mind.
if you do, I mean,
It's gonna cost you guys a lot.
But you do tell it there are going to be issues. It's in a trust. It's private property. It is not to be towed. If you run her passport, it'll show you that you're not supposed to even question or detain her for any reason.
So we're not questioning or detaining her. She actually showed up at the traffic stop at the request of the other female to pick up her kids. It was discovered when she got her here that her vehicle was unregistered.
It doesn't have to be registered. We have proof from the Department of Motor Vehicles, from Department of Transportation. It doesn't have to be registered.
They say the Department of Transportation is not real. I don't know what that means.
But again, it does not have to be registered, so please reconsider towing it because that's in violation.
I got you.
Amendment 11.
Okay. I've reconsidered it, and it's still going to get towed. Okay.
Are you towing her car as well?
Yes, her car's getting towed. Yeah, she
Listen to this asshole. Listen to this asshole pig. Thanks, guys, for the donations in the chat. Plead the Fifth, Chevy, Danelle. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Michael Eline, thank you, dude. I appreciate you guys. So Steve Conkler, thank you for the gifted memberships. SWE Observer throwing in two. Peace Dynamo throwing in two. Wow, thank you guys. Mama's got to get their heads on better. It's not about you anymore. Protect the kids. I totally agree. I totally agree. Michael Elon, match me or exceed me. Thanks, guys. But listen to this right here. Just this gives me no great pleasure. I don't love telling other YouTubers, hey, look, I'm right. I'm not a douchebag. I don't want you to go to jail because people tell you don't have to have a driver's license. I don't want that to happen to you. I don't want your kids to be traumatized that way. You may think that not having a driver's license, you're taking a stand against the government. What happens, though, if you get treated this way in front of your children and they're 5 years old, 10 years old, 9 years old? There was one in there that looked like he was 3 or 4 years old. What happens to your kids if you now listen to what the dirty pig says here? This is disgusting.
I have to be registered, so please reconsider towing it because that's in violation.
I got you.
Amendment 11.
Okay. I've reconsidered it, and it's still going to get towed. Okay.
Are you towing her car as well?
Yes, her car's getting towed. Yeah, she's going to jail. She's going to jail. Yeah.
Whoa.
She kicked.
I've reconsidered, and we're towing the car. What a punk ass. Thanks, Michael, Chevy. You guys are awesome, man. Appreciate your support.
The police officers.
No.
She kicked him.
Hi.
You taking
It
kids?
would really help if you let me take my car.
It's not registered, ma'am.
It is registered.
It's not.
I don't know how to.
Where's it registered?
With the DOT, US DOT, with the transportation, your company, all your.
No, City of Edgewater. We don't work for DOT, ma'am.
I know you don't work, but
So, well, you said my company. It's not my company.
But it is registered as a private property and it's put in trust, so it should technically be treated differently than cars that are on roads that are in commerce.
No. That's. I feel like I don't want people to feel like I'm some sort of yay for the government, yay for state, yay for driver's licenses, and yay that you have to register your car. I'm not. The law is the law. And this particular DMV, driver's license registration proof of insurance, it wasn't a policy just created by the Supreme Court. Yes, the Supreme Court established a policy, but then state legislators in every state in America, all 50 states, created legislation, a bill introduced into committee in the House, went to subcommittee, passed subcommittee, went to a full vote in the House, then it got pushed up to the Senate in the state of Alaska. The state of Alaska senators passed it. Then it went to the governor's desk in the state of Alaska. The governor of the state of Alaska signed that into effect. Now they've established the Department of Motorized Vehicles that clearly identifies the law that you have to have a driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance. I don't love it. I'm not over here like, yay, they got to fine us and fee us and make us pay to travel. Yeah. What I am is don't go to jail. That's what I am. Use your trifold. Invoke your Fifth Amendment right. Have your license, registration, proof of insurance ready to go on a laminated card or have it all put together. This is done just like this in my visor, in my car right now. I am not telling you to do anything that I'm not doing myself. I don't want you guys to think that I'm sitting here, power inherent to the people. I watched his channel this last week. Guy's a good dude, man. Fighting hard for justice, for transparency, for freedom, for liberty. I just don't agree with him. I just don't agree with him. I don't agree with him that you should not have a driver's license, that you should Chevy writes, Michael Eline, injury attorney, $49.99. Wife says I have to stop. Catch me outside. Cash me outside. Cash me outside. Thanks for the super chat, Chevy. God bless you, bro. You got to have your license, registration, and proof of insurance.
Correct?
No.
Yes.
No.
What do you mean in commerce?
What law are you basing this off of?
Constitution.
No. Okay.
I have
The
the
U.S.
right.
Constitution talks about commerce vehicles.
And on Supreme Court, actually, if you have time and you want
Nope,
to
I'm not going to read any of your paperwork. You can bring that to your court date if you want.
see
But your vehicle is going to be towed
articulate,
today.
right? But I do
And the cop loves it. He and by the way, great outfit, honey. You look great.
have a right to be without a driver license.
And then take a look. Her bike rack is covering her license plate. I don't know if that's just to cover the private property license plate or not. I don't know why that bike rack covers a license plate that much. It seems like a smart thing to do. And then they can't see your plate. You can get a ticket for obstructing your license plate. But this is what, let me see if you guys can see it. I got Chevy's chat covering it. Thanks, Chevy. So you guys can see that her license plate is covered right there. And it's pretty smart if you're going to have a private property license plate to put the bike rack over it. I don't know how much she bikes, but
And without the
That's not
registration.
true. Paperwork, you can bring that to your court.
Court. Actually, if you have time and you want
Nope,
to
I'm not going to read any of your paperwork. You can bring that to your court date if you want.
I mean in commerce.
What law are you basing this off of?
Constitution.
the Constitution, she says.
I have
The
the
U.S.
right.
Constitution talks about commerce vehicles.
And on Supreme Court, actually.
And on Supreme Court at 15 minutes and 30 seconds, there's the Supreme Court holding right there. There it is right there. There's the Supreme Court holding right there. It says it right there. I mean, it's plain as day. It says right there that you have to have a driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance. I didn't pick this. This was not done by my choice. I didn't choose this. I did not choose this. I'm reading the chat over here. She was able to buy a bike rack, is what she said. Improper mounting of a license plate. Oh, hell yeah. Life under the microscope, says Michael Eline. I'm more Pug Call of Duty. He will lose zero sleep. Hell yeah, Steve Conkler. Steve Conkler gifting some memberships. Chevy rocks. I have my trifold with my big rubber band. Listen, I don't think I said this. I said, if you purchase anything from my store, I'll give you everything else for free. If you don't have the money to purchase anything, I'll give you everything for free. I would appreciate it if you bought something. This is what I do for a living. But if you don't have any money and you're broke and you're on a fixed income and you got a 1987 jalopy out in your driveway, but you still need that jalopy to get from point A to point B, I'll give you everything I sell for free. Just contact me through the inquiry form on deletelaws.com. That's how much I give a damn that you... I just... Skip, your order shipped. Skip, shoot me an email right now, deletelaws@gmail.com, and I will send you the confirmation code. So right here, just so you guys know, when right here, Skip said that he didn't get his order. Skip, I got a tracking number for your order. Shoot me an email right now. I'll send you the tracking number. You can track it down. Let me see if anybody else got anything after Joshua W. Joshua W. was the last person to purchase something from the store. I'm just checking right here. Okay, so we got Joseph Barbini. Joseph Barbini, you've already got my package, bro. You already have everything I sell. I guarantee you do, Joseph. I guarantee. So this is what this says right there. You have to do it according to
No
commerce vehicles.
And on Supreme Court. Actually, if you
Thanks,
have
Joseph.
time and you want
Nope,
to
I'm not going to read any of your paperwork. You can bring that to your court date if you want.
see,
But your vehicle is going to be towed
articulate,
today.
right? But I do have a right to be without the driver license. And
I believe that's Brian Young from Here's the Deal. Brian's in the room, everybody. He's on Fakebook. Everybody say hello to Brian from Here's the Deal. Thanks for coming, Brian. Appreciate you, brother.
without the
That's
registration.
not true. Not in the state of Florida, not in the United
So
States.
I would appreciate if you give me your business card.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
My name and everything's like that at the bottom of your ticket. The easiest thing for you to do is when you go to town.
Do you have any questions or anything else you need to say? Because we're going to get her and the kids out of here before it starts raining. Okay.
Joseph Barbini.
Experience.
I mean, look at that. Just take a look, man. And why are they arresting her over her driving a car? And look how unhappy she is. Poor woman. She should not be taken to jail. And this is where I veer away from this idea of the state. Got something on my hoodie right there. Got a couple little white specks right there. She shouldn't be taken off to a dungeon for driving a car without a driver's license. She shouldn't be taken off to a car for her pushing the cop away. She shouldn't. That's not what should happen to her. She shouldn't be treated that way. She should have her keys taken away, and if they're going to impound the car, impound it. But she shouldn't be in a cage like that right now. She shouldn't have been treated that way in front of her children. I mean, that's the way it is. She shouldn't be treated that way. Well, Robot Devil said she shouldn't be in my country. Bro, this woman in the back of the car is not an immigrant. She is an American with a straight American accent. The woman who is outside the car, you don't know if she has a green card or she's a naturalized citizen. You don't know that. You know what I mean? I just don't feel like she should be in the back of a cage right now because she didn't have a driver's license. And I don't feel like cops should be able to charge people with assaulting them for simply using their foot to push the cop away who was violently and viciously attacking her. That's the comment I was looking for as I was looking over to the side. Big. Can everybody do me a favor? Can you match Chevy real quick? Michael Eline Chevy, plead the fifth. Danelle, Joseph Barbini, all you guys who super chatted, thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you can't super chat and you can't buy any products, can you do me a favor? Can you match Chevy? Can you do that for me? Can you do that for me? Can you just match what Chevy did here? I mean, that's, by the way, Chevy, do you have that saved in your notes somewhere? Because that says pig, snout, pig, actual pig, pig. Sorry about that. Apologize for that. I will tell them I can't talk, but cool. You can't do anything. That's cool. I respect you, man. I love you guys. I'll give you my products for free anyway, but can you do that? That's just gorgeous. That is gorgeous.
Experience. That's what I can say. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Are we free to go?
Yes, ma'am.
Now watch this right here. Wait for this. She cuts her plate off. Brick.
I'm on the hood.
Tracy, got you.
He hasn't used any force, right?
Yeah. Just to pull her out.
Yeah. Just hands on is not a use of force.
No use of force.
Tracy, check your email. Tracy, check your email. Tracy, check your email. Tracy ordered the trifold that I shipped to her. Check your email, Tracy. I just sent you everything I sell for free in my store right there. In my store right there. I know what I'm going to get a hat going. So listen, it's a big giveaway today. If you go to deletelaws.com, I'll give you everything I sell in my store for free with one purchase. With one purchase. Here's the deal. Here's the motherfucking deals in the house. You know, Brian, here's the deal. We don't stop, brother. They can't stop me. YouTube can put a filter right over my account so people don't get notifications, can't comment, can't super chat. Look at Gloria coming through, but they're not going to stop me. They're not going to stop me, bro. If they delete this channel, find me. I will resurface. I will not stop. Dan Hanlon coming through. Dan Hanlon is one of those guys. This guy donated money to Don Newman, to Craig Hendry, donated to every single person who I've ever done a fundraiser for. and he's a regular blue collar working man. I've emailed back and forth with him on the phone. Long live the trifold. You got to have the trifold. I mean, it's just, there it is. Isubez. Look at that. That's a great one. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Brian, you're loved, bro. All these people love you, man. Absolutely. Pray for Craig Henry. I just sent Craig Henry a book yesterday called Bully Pulpit. It is the biography of William Howard Taft and Theodore Roosevelt. I sent that to Craig Henry yesterday. Was it today? Was it yesterday? The Grace. I'm glad you got everything I sell for free. Who's next? Who's going to go to the DeleteLaws.com store and get a trifold or get a cop card so I can send you everything I sell for free? Absolutely everything. So this right here, this was a viewer video. This guy right here, Adam, sent me this video. Adam, let me see. Let me check my email and see if you're watching. Let me see if you're watching, Adam, because Adam sent me an email. And I told him, I'm going to cover your video today, dude, because he sent me this video like a week ago. But let me check and see if Adam wrote me back. I don't have another email from... You're welcome. I don't see David and I don't see Brenda. Okay, Brenda, are you in the chat? I don't see you in the chat. Brenda and Brian both contacted me and said, you're welcome, Samantha, said that they wanted the trifold for free. And I said, I'll send it to you, but you got to join me on the chat. I don't see them in here yet, but watch this shit right here. This is not a pullover, but just watch this shit right here. Adam, I told you I'd cover this, man. I'm covering it for you, dude. I don't know how much I can help you, but Big Mike Audits is here, everybody. I don't know how much I can help you on this, Adam. I'd like to be able to help you. The cops, the judge is going to be on the cop's side. Look at Brian with the big shouts out coming out from all the people in the chat. Look at Brian. Holy smokes. So check out this video from Adam. This is unbelievable what you're about to see right here. So this is Adam right here. You can't see. It says victim Adam submitted video. This is Adam and this is his chick right here. And they're at Adam's house. He's on his porch. I'd be in my house. I wouldn't be outside my house.
I need you.
Whoever the fuck you are, Michael, Mitchell, get the fuck off my property. Shane, I'm sorry. Get Frank's off my property. Get him off my property. I'm trying to talk to you to let you know what.
Stay in your house, folks. Don't come out the door. Sit down and be quiet. If they don't have a warrant, they can't come in.
What's going on? No, I want him off my property. Get off my property. Get off my property. Get off my property.
He's still adjusting to meds. Oh, no, stop. Please stop. No, please stop. Please.
Get out of my way.
Whoa. Check this out. So she says that he just got off medication. Now watch what they do to the girl. Watch this. And I'm going to turn it down a little bit because super slow motion volume is really annoying, but watch this. So she's now Adam steps forward as though he's going to do something. That triggers the pig to attack Adam. You should be inside your house, folks. The cop did that. The cop put his elbow on the backside of her and threw her off the porch. Watch. Get out of my way. She tumbles, wipes out, hits the ground. Dude, that was brutal. That was brutal. Oh, dude. He's still adjusting to meds. Dude.
Are you kidding me? I asked you to get off my property. She has a bum knee. You fucking retard.
Wow. Wow. I don't really know how to help her.
Walked away from a
I don't really know how to help Adam with that situation right there. But that was pretty disgusting, wasn't it? I mean, he said, "Get out of my way," and then he shoved her off. Tracy, check your email. Let me know if you got everything I sell for free. Check your email, please. Pretty please with sugar and cherry on top, Tracy. Check your email. And that's the last order that I've gotten. So now we're going to watch this where these dirty coppers don't help a man who's been injured.
A man they'd found in Forest Park. He was shot in the head, but still alive. The officers never tried to help, call for backup, or make sure that other people were safe. Complaints filed against them by the Attorney General's office, calling what they did an act of vileness and depravity. It's a case that we first told you back in November. Now, our chief investigative reporter, Lauren Traeger, is showing us the video tonight that's never been seen publicly. And we do want to warn you, some of what you may see and hear may be disturbing.
5 seconds is the time it takes for two officers to find what they've been called to look for.
Damn, you right there. Somebody right there. Swear to God. No, he ain't dead. You lie.
September 10th, 2023, still sunny in Forest Park at 6:20 p.m. A man lying on the ground, shot, but still breathing.
He shoot himself in the head? I don't know.
That's now former SLMPD officer Austin Frazier. He is not wearing a camera. It's his partner, Ty Warrens, that is rolling. Together, they make a decision.
We better take this motherfucker down. We ain't taking this shit. I ain't taking 30 minutes. Let's cruise around and come back.
A minute and 10 seconds on scene, changing lives forever.
Let's cruise around and come back.
Laughing as they walk away from a person and the public who needed them to protect and serve.
It's disgusting. Really disgusting.
Former St. Louis County Chief Tim Fitch, now a police consultant, had been appalled when we'd first shown him disciplinary complaint documents filed by Missouri's Attorney General, which accuse Warren and Frazier of what the state calls a, quote, reckless disregard for the safety of the public and another person.
Indeed.
And now we've shown Fitch the officer's body camera videos obtained through a public records request.
Certainly, it's even more disturbing just watching the video.
St. Louis police had been called to Forest Park after a call from a person who said they were going to take their own life. Later learning it was 29-year-old Urayuan Rodriguez Rivera. Disciplinary complaint documents say Frazier and Warren arrived on scene and located the man lying under a tree, shot in the head. Neither attempted to render any assistance, neither requested medical assistance, and neither, complaint documents say, attempted to locate a firearm.
Let's cruise around and come back.
Gio, let's come back to that, all right? I want to, in between the break, we'll find Mike and we're gonna sing him happy birthday.
Instead, they simply leave, and Warren turns off his camera. But about 10 minutes later, they come back to Forest Park and pretend they hadn't already been there.
522 priority.
Go ahead.
Have EMS respond for one subject, not conscious but breathing, barely.
A third responding officer immediately calls in the scene.
Yeah, he's snoring.
Assessing the wounds. The man's breathing, so agonizing, it's like a gasping for air.
Where's the gun at?
That third officer immediately notices something isn't right.
You got a gun? Can't see one.
As others arrive, they know to secure the perimeter.
Hey, start it way up there and do the whole thing.
Throughout several officers' body camera videos, you see them putting up yellow crime scene tape.
Priority with privacy curtains. We're in a very exposed area of Forest Park.
Calling to block the victim from view in the busy park and keep others away.
Got a pulse still?
They follow protocol and attempt to help.
Super weak, but I feel it.
Even when they know it's bad.
There's not much we can do. Yeah, we're going. They still got a pulse.
So those officers did their jobs and they do their jobs well.
Guy down there by the tree, got gunshot wound through and through. Labored breathing.
EMS officials take Urayuan to the hospital, but he does not survive.
You've got to wonder if they would have done something right then and there, could he have survived? Certainly when you turn your back and walk away, the chances of that person.
So Tim Fitch is the former St. Louis County police chief and police consultant. So, you know, it's like we always turn to these cops, and I don't know if he got fired or he retired or what he did, but why are we always turning to the cops to see what they have to say? I don't give a shit what they say. And so now Tim Fitch is the good guy because he's going, well, if they had done something then and there. Hey, Tim, we didn't really need your perspective, bro. I mean, put a 1 in the chat if you have the perspective that you didn't really need Tim's perspective on this, that you didn't really need Tim. There it is, Rising Tides. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Thanks, Rising Tides. If you got gifted a membership, it came from Rising Tides. But we don't need Tim Fitch's perspective. We don't need to jump him on the public bandwagon. Look, there's a cop and he's on our side. No. He's part of the problem. Just like my dad was a cop 30 years ago and it was a lot better back then. No, it wasn't. The reason we have body cameras is because your dad was a cop 30 years ago. Michael Eline's been a member for 4 months. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate you all. God bless you all, man. Great group.
And surviving is going down dramatically by the second.
To you, is it just so wrong on its face?
Yes, absolutely. That's not how most officers would respond to a call like that.
In fact, Fitch says he can think of only one thing.
I think it's just pure laziness is what it was.
On video this time, Warren and Frazier walk away again, leaving their fellow officers to handle it now.
You know, it's up. Warren and Frazier just left. Why? I don't know.
Nearly every officer acknowledges the obvious. How is it a suicide with no gun?
ETU is here, so he probably already has the gun.
Nope, no gun. The gun's gone.
Sweet gun's gone.
The gun is gone. So he could have shot himself, somebody came over and took his
I mean,
Wouldn't shock me. Could be somebody dumped him. You never know. I mean, there's... Salem is...
Unless somebody picked it up and chucked it somewhere.
Ultimately, the case was ruled a suicide. Urayuan had a history of suicidal ideations and had left notes of intent. Still, Fitch says it's very concerning that to this day, no one knows where that gun is, possibly left unsecured by Frazier and Warren.
Well, not possibly just left unsecured. Frazier and Warren could have said, let's go to lunch, turned off their body cameras, and went back and grabbed that gun to use it for a drop gun. Put a 1 in the chat if you know what a drop gun is. Does anybody know what a drop gun is? When I say the term drop gun, do you know what that means? Does anybody know what that means? Just wondering. I'm reading the chat now. Like number 220. Everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button. Alan Hubbs is here. I just want to pause for 1 second to see if anybody knows what a drop gun is. What's a drop gun? When I say that term, and it's a very specific term from all the police I've talked to over the years, do you know what a drop gun is? There it is. Call to Duty Auditor put the best explanation so far. A hidden or planted gun. So remember, those coppers walked up and said, hey, let's go to lunch and we'll come back. They may have seen the gun sitting there, said, okay, let's go, turned off their body camera, went back, grabbed the firearm, kept it for a drop gun. So in case they step on their dick, they got a gun they can plant on the person. And the gun traces back to the park where that guy killed himself. It's not us, it's not our gun. That was the gun used in the suicide. This guy must have got it from the park. You see what I'm saying? You follow me? This shit is chess, not checkers. And it just drives me absolutely crazy that we continue to see this and people still trust these dirty jackboot thug pigs. Chevy! People trust these piggies! And I'm sick of it, dude. I am getting sick of it. And the next story I'm going to show you, boy, dude, boy, wait till you see the next story I'm going to show you. It's crazy. Remember the deal today of giving away everything for free. Go to my website.
That's something that they should have done and they didn't do.
Did they endanger the safety of other people?
Quite possibly.
Why don't you just say it right, Pig? Yes, they did.
By not securing that firearm. And they certainly could have endangered the life of the individual.
St. Louis police declined to provide an interview for this story, saying they cannot comment on specific personnel matters, but writing that, quote, appropriate disciplinary action will be taken if an officer is found to have violated policies. Urayuan's mother lives in Puerto Rico. She cannot believe what our reports have been revealing, telling us in a text message it was a, quote, lack of humanity, saying more, quote, I hope the full weight of the law falls on these so-called police officers. The state has sought to discipline their peace officer licenses, and Fitch says a lawsuit is possible.
The state has sought to discipline their peace officer's license. How about the peace officer's license is abolished and they can't get another peace officer's license in any state in America? How about that? And if they're peace officers, why do they call themselves law enforcers?
But criminal charges, he says, are very unlikely.
They just didn't act at all, which is certainly shameful, but criminal, probably not.
No, you ain't did. You lie.
It is the body camera video, which we should appreciate, Fitch says. The video that told the whole story. Video that's there to protect the officers and also the public.
A supervisor reviewing the body camera video was the one that discovered that it wasn't handled properly and did initiate an investigation. And that's the way it's supposed to work.
That video telling us what truly
We ain't taking this shit. I get off in 30 minutes.
happened.
Let's cruise around and come back.
Capturing what otherwise was concealed, the inactions of two officers. Now, regarding that missing gun.
Now let me speak on what G2TD said right here in the chat. So G, I feel like most Americans have lost their sack. Why does the American people do nothing about this? Let me explain to you something. When a leader emerges, what happens is the other crabs in the bucket try to pull the leader back down. It's incredible. People in the so-called 1A space, they don't want a leader to emerge. They want to make videos about cops and make money, comments, likes, views, and shares. People don't want a commoner to lead. They don't want that. The people who are commoners, they don't want a commoner to lead. Not if they're doing something. They don't want that person to lead. They want to keep on electing the sons and daughters of politicians and the wealthiest and the sons and daughters of the wealthiest people in America. That's what they want. It's other people who tear down real leaders. That's what happens. Trust me. Anybody in the chat, explain to G2TDs. G2T. I get it. I'm not going to say it fast. You almost got me. You almost got me. You almost got me. You know, and this is Joseph Barbini. That's why I'm Team DLZ all day long. Because whether I like it or not, I'm the leader and I'm not going to stop. I'm doing this board game, Constitutional Law Scholar, so that I can make a substantial amount of money while I educate people so that I can run for governor without worrying about my cell phone bill. But people don't want they don't want people to lead. If you're a leader, then people say, oh, you're an authoritarian statist. You're a government shill. I'm a CIA agent. I'm an FBI agent. I'm a state's evidence narc. Like you name it, bro. You name it. It's absolutely incredible. It's incredible. So appreciate you, man. Joseph Barbini, Team DLZ all day long.
Police tell us their investigation into the stolen firearm remains ongoing, and they are actively monitoring their database to see if it is being used in any crimes.
Who thinks the cops stole the gun? Who thinks the cops walked up, saw the gentleman had shot himself in the head? Who thinks the cop took the gun? Put a 1 in the chat if you think the cops took the gun. 1 for me. 1 for me. I think the cops. What does Michael Eline say? Michael Eline, you still in the chat? Can I get a bunch of 1s, please? Can you get a bunch of 1s? Can I get a bunch of 1s? Can I get a bunch of 1s? Dan Howard. You're welcome. G2 titties. G2 titties. G2 titties. The pig stole it. 100%. The pig stole it. The pig stole it 100%. That's what I think. I think the pigs walked up. They saw a dude who, remember they said he's snoring? No, that was the blood leaking out of his head. I think the pigs walked up and saw that there was a firearm there. They need a drop gun because they always step on their own dick. And they needed that so they could have a drop gun that wouldn't be traced back to them. So if they find someone they don't like, they can use that drop gun, put it down and go, someone from the park must have grabbed the gun out of the park from that dead guy, and then they used it in this killing. That's what I think. I mean, that's what I think. Are we great yet? Are we great yet? Just asking, because I feel all I feel is disgusted. I feel absolutely disgusted with you. Plead the Fifth coming through with another super chat. Thanks, Plead the Fifth. I appreciate you. Let me check the back end, see if anybody ordered anything. I'm going to give you everything from my store for free with absolutely any purchase. I'm checking the back end. It's refreshing right now. Shannon, check your email. Give me 15 seconds here.
It's now been 11 days since Kentucky State Police say a London police officer shot and killed Douglas Harless at his home in Lilly. Court records show police were attempting to serve a search warrant connected to stolen lawn equipment that night.
Questions have been raised as to whether police were at the wrong home when Harless was shot. Police have remained tight-lipped about the shooting despite the community's repeated demands for answers. Well, now as WKYT's Samantha Valentino shows us, the people of Laurel County are planning to take their efforts to the streets in our continuing coverage.
He deserves justice.
To Doris Lawson, Doug Harless was a friend of 15 years. She says he was also a part of her family as her son is married to Doug's daughter.
He worked for a living, went home, loved his family. His daughter was his world, and she's a daddy's girl. This has shattered her world and my grandson's.
On the night of December 23rd, Kentucky State Police say a London police officer shot and killed Doug Harless at his home. While KSP initially made no mention of whether Harless was armed, 3 days after the shooting, London police said Harless pointed a gun at officers.
He was an innocent man at home, in bed, asleep, had plans to be with his family Christmas Eve and Christmas, and that was taken. It was taken from him. It was taken from both his daughter, his grandson, and all of his family. From him.
I mean, take a look at her face. Take a look at the distress, because extrapolate this. This could be your cousin, your brother, your best friend, your lover, your mother, your sister, your dad. This could be any one of us. Look at the pain and the frustration in her face. You can see it. This could have happened to her son. This could have happened to her daughter.
It was taken from both his daughter, his grandson, and all of his family. It's just not right.
That's why Doris says she had to do something. She's organized 2 Justice for Doug marches. The first will be this Saturday morning at 11:30. Participants will meet in the London Big Lots parking lot.
I ask that everybody in the protest that joins, please be peaceful, please, because Doug was a peaceful, kind person.
The plan is to march here, just across the street from the London Police Department. But Doris says even after that march wraps up, their work will be far from over.
They took his voice from him. We are his voice now.
God bless you. Shannon, the gym rat. I got your order. Shannon, the gym rat, ordered a couple trifolds that I'm shipping to her house. So Shannon, because you ordered those trifolds, I'm going to give you the cop cards for free. I'm going to give you a couple pair of cop cards for free with your order, Shannon. So those are going to come in your envelope. Thank you. I appreciate it. Shannon, check your email. If you want to confirm who you are in the chat, can you confirm with people that I just sent you the poster, the ebook, the cop cards, the trifold, the Racist Origins Gun Control, the Mullen Commission, the Knapp Commission, the Wickersham Commission. I just sent you 15 items in your email, Shannon. So check that bad chicken out. And there's more. This story about Doug, it's not over. This story about Doug is not over at all. Just wait.
And I'm going to keep that going.
Doris says she's planning another march on January 25th at 11:30 a.m. That march will also be down Main Street in London, starting at Big Lots. In Laurel County, Samantha Valentino, WKYT.
And stay with us here. answers now.
So surely we're going to find out. They said that Doug had a gun on him. They said that he pointed gun at the coppers. London, Kentucky Police Department suspended the use of body cameras. I'm sorry, what'd you just say? You had body cameras and then you don't anymore?
Now regarding a deadly London police shooting. Kentucky State Police say an officer shot and killed Douglas Harless at his home in Lilly. That happened 11 days ago, and police have still not released many details.
Knowing London police officers once wore body cameras, WKYT Samantha Valentino filed an open records request for the footage from the night of that shooting. But as she explains tonight, police say there's no body camera footage from that night.
In 2016, the London Police Department announced their officers had started wearing body cameras.
It takes that stationary camera from the car and it puts it on the officer and it becomes more mobile.
The department said they obtained 35 cameras and an accompanying computer server for $45,000, paid for using federal dollars seized during criminal investigations. The cameras were to be worn during any law enforcement activity. After wearing their cameras, officers called them helpful, saying they allowed the community to see how they interact with the public.
It lets the public see how we are, that we are human. We're not these robots out there just mindlessly going around, unruly treating people.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is a reaction video, so I don't know if this news organization will copyright strike me for not making a pure reaction video. But I want you to listen very, very carefully to what the cop says right here. Listen.
It lets the public see how we are.
It lets the public see how we are. If we get access to it, if you don't edit it, redact it, or delete it.
We are human. We're not these robots out there.
That you're human and you're not just these robots? You sure about that? You sure about that? Are you sure about that? Because you seem like you're robots and that you're inhumane, brutal, and barbaric. It's what it seems like to me. It seems to me like you guys are absolute scum. The majority of you. Have I met police officers? Yes, I have. I'm going to cover one today. I met a police officer last week. He was a police officer because he not only respected my rights, he upheld my rights. I'm going to show that video in 1 second. But listen to the telltale here. That we're not robots and we're not monsters.
With the public.
It lets the public see how we are, that we are human. We're not these robots out there just mindlessly going around, unruly treating people.
He said not mildly. He said not monsters. He said
going around, that we are human. We're not these robots out there just mindlessly going around.
Mindly. He said mindly.
Public see how we are, that we are human. We're not these robots out there just mindlessly going around.
Mindly. Does anybody understand that term? Gloria, you're over there from that side of the world. Mindless idiots, not monsters, says the Joker. This case isn't over. But wait. There's more. It gets even worse. Wait, you can't believe this.
Unruly treating people.
On December 23rd, Kentucky State Police say a London police officer shot and killed Douglas Harless at his home. While KSP initially made no mention of whether Harless was armed at the time, 3 days after the shooting, London police said he was armed and pointed a gun at officers. WKYT's open records request for body camera footage from that night was denied. We were told the footage doesn't exist. Now, through another records request, we've learned London police no longer wear body cameras. According to this directive from then Chief Chuck Johnson, the department, quote, temporarily suspended their use on March 15th, 2023. He wrote that many of the cameras were broken and the department was responsible for the cost of the server, as well as keeping someone on staff to process open records requests for the footage. Former Chief Johnson said in December 2022, the department received a quote for $30,000 for 30 new cameras and cloud storage, noting the cost would increase every year. He said, quote, the department is examining the feasibility of body-worn cameras based on the cost.
It's based on the cost. It's funny. We got monies for cages, cops, bombs, and wars. We got Isabel's back. Welcome, Isabel. Thanks for coming. So we have money for everything, but we don't have any money for body cameras. Money for transparency? Oh, sorry. We're broke. I can't afford it. Can't afford it. We can't afford transparency around here. Sorry about that. Wally World's closed. Sorry, folks. What about transparency and justice? Shannon, check your email. I sent you everything I sell for free. You bought one thing. Actually, Shannon bought 3 things. She bought 2 trifolds and a digital cop card. I'm sending you the real cop cards though, Shannon. I know you bought a digital one that you can print at home. I'm sending you the real one. I'm sending you the real cop card that I make right here. No money for transparency.
Did not belong to me. It belonged to a person that we.
Okay, so this is the Civil Rights Channel, and I'm going to show just a couple minutes of his channel, but then I'm going to get off because he does his own investigations, and I don't want to take any credit from him.
I really don't want to do that because I might do something unethical.
5 days ago, I posted this YouTube video showing what I believe to be the murder of an innocent man by police officers. It's gotten almost 1 million views. I did think I was going to do an update video on this, but I had no idea the crazy, insane update that I actually have for you right now. Remember, I told you that it was a judge's weed eater that the cops were looking for.
Last Sunday night.
Okay, so this judge is a lying pig, and we're going to get into the exact conversation that he had. It's a lie. It was his nephew's weed eater, and they sent the cops to Doug Harless's house, and they went to the wrong address.
There was items stolen from my property. What was stolen did not belong to me. It belonged to a person that was using my garage to
It wasn't a person. It was your nephew. So it was your sister's son.
store his equipment in. And I was out of town when this happened. I knew nothing more than that about it.
Well, somebody has leaked a phone call between the judge and the police officer from this department. You're not going to believe it.
I do believe it, actually. And that's what we're going to listen to right now. We're going to listen to that entire conversation. Thanks, Brian, over there at the Civil Rights Lawyer. Appreciate you, brother. Oh, the video's been removed. It was just up. Wait a second here. Hold on a minute. Hang on a minute. I still got this bad chicken up. Hang on a second here. They removed the video. They removed the video. Dirty pigs removed video. They removed the video. Why would you remove the video? I've got it right here, though. I still have it in my history. So that means it is playable. I've still got that video. Okay, so that's not it. Hold on one second. I've still got the video in my history here. So okay, here it is right here. Here it is right here. Okay, I got it right here. I got the video right here. Okay, here it is. So they may have reviewed the video. Someone screen record this because we may not ever get to hear it again. Oh, you son of a bitch. You dirty son of a mother bitch. You took the video down. They took the fucking video down. Everybody, welcome Smith Fix. Thanks for coming to and becoming a member. I knew I should have ripped that video down. Damn it. Damn it. Brian's from the Civil Rights Lawyer. He already ripped it, so he's got part of it here.
To me, it belonged to a person that was.
So there it is. Okay, so here's the recorded call.
You're not going to believe it.
I don't
Hey,
believe it.
David, what you doing, old buddy? The boy was shot.
Okay, so let me give you a little backlog here. The cop who went there and killed Doug Harless, he was investigating a stolen weed eater for this judge. The judge, being the authoritarian piece of shit, pig, sucker that he is, he then wanted to talk to the cop who killed Doug Harless. He wasn't calling about Doug Harless. He was calling about his weed eater. And it wasn't any weed eater. It was his nephew's weed eater.
Killed, right? Yeah, I understand. No, they called me at 1 o'clock this morning and told me all about it. Well, I hope we've done our job pretty good for you there. We got pretty quick on it with that.
But listen to the beginning of this phone conversation. You know how we always...
The police officer from this department, you're not going to believe it.
Hold on. I want you to listen to what the cop says right here. I listened to this whole thing already. I should have ripped it when I listened to it. I should have ripped it. God, I'm kicking myself right now. I knew it would get taken down.
Hey, David, what you doing, old buddy?
Hey, David, what are you doing, old buddy? That's the cop talking to the judge.
The boy was shot and killed, right? Yeah, I understand. No, they called me at 1 o'clock this morning and told me all about it. Well, I hope we've done our job pretty good for you there.
I hope we've done our job pretty good for you there. You pigs murdered Doug Harless.
We got pretty quick on it with that butchery voice. You know, he's facing 10 years, and I'll see if I can't make that stick.
The guy who stole the weed eater is facing 10 years, and the judge said, I'm going to see if I can go ahead and make those 10 years stick, locking him up for 10 years because he stole a weed eater. Weed eater.
I'm going to push you. You guys just
He's going to push for the other judge to sentence him to the maximum 10 years.
do your job, and if you need me, you call me. Absolutely, Judge. You too, and you have a good Christmas too, sir.
I mean, I could see if it was somebody hurting somebody or, fighting or something like that, but not over a weed eater.
So, I know sometimes I go down to my JD and I start talking just like that. But let me tell you something. I spent significant time in West Virginia, Ohio, and Kentucky. And even though people all talk like that over there, not all of them, but a good portion of them talk like that, I'll tell you what, the people in Ohio, those people are pretty good people up there in Ohio. So, I mean, rip the video from the you rip it. I use a process called HitPaw. That's the video ripper that I use.
I'm frankly just shocked. Who lived in his home. This is 61-year-old Douglas Harless, who lived in his home at 511.
What are you wearing, Brian? What are you wearing, bro? Probably one of the most successful YouTubers right now. Not the best shirt, though, Brian. It's cool, dude. It's not my style.
This is 61-year-old Douglas Harless, who lived in his home at 511 Van Zant Avenue in London, Kentucky for over 8 years. And this is 49-year-old Hobart Buttery, who was accused of stealing a weed whacker from a local county official.
I told them on Van Zant Road, there was a weed eater there.
489 Van Zant Road. Units on scene, 10 for search warrant.
And they went to the wrong address, is what that was.
A neighbor's surveillance footage shows the cops arriving to Mr. Harless's home at 511 Van Zant Road.
They went to the wrong house. Plead the fifth. Thanks for the 20 memberships. God bless you, brother. Appreciate you.
It was dark. They knocked on the door. They spread out in the guy's yard. They all got into position. The next thing you know, 5 shots are fired. Mr. Harless is dead. The community there in Laurel County, Kentucky is absolutely up in arms. They held a Justice for Doug rally. Cody Medlin from Medlin Around Productions graciously shared this footage with me of that rally.
So now you can imagine there's a lot of people out here and they're protesting and saying justice for Doug. And it's a pretty big rally. God bless Doug Harless. I'm super glad that people are fighting for you. And I hope that people would do the same thing for me after I'm dead.
And the people showed up in force and outraged.
I don't think anyone here fails to support the police. I think what happened and what has everyone so...
Oh, I'm so sorry. This is where I differ just a little bit. I don't support police. I don't support anybody who agrees to these policies, procedures, and protocols. If you agree to put torture cuffs on people and you don't use your morality, your common sense, and question the policies, procedures, and protocols of the pig organizations in this country, I don't support police. Not at all whatsoever. I don't support hurting police. I don't support violence against police. I don't believe in that. I don't think we've gotten to that stage yet. I think it's coming. I think it's coming for sure. But the idea that I don't think, we all support the police. No, we don't.
Fails to support the police.
No, I failed.
I think what happened and what has everyone so upset is that this looks like and feels like that it's indicative of some type of systemic failure where people are going rogue a little bit.
Why is the city police patrolling and serving warrants in the county?
I mean, I could see if it was somebody hurting somebody or, fighting or something like that, but not over a weed eater.
But the mayor of London, Kentucky, who appears to be, by my investigation, extremely involved in the operation of the London Police Department, refuses to provide any information or details to the public, claiming that the Kentucky State Police has taken over the investigation and he just can't say anything, can't release any information.
Under the express authority of the KSP, they have asked us not to say anything regarding this investigation. It is
right, but if one of theirs gets shot, or if they can in any way, shape, or form show that we are the bad guys, they can talk about it all day. They can get that video ready to go just like that, all day, every day, twice on Sunday.
Is an open investigation. That is the only reason we have not made any statements regarding this, because again, they're investigating it. It's not that we're trying to cover up. It's not that we are trying not to be transparent. Again, when the findings are done with the KSP, I can assure you that anything that the findings are, if there's any wrongdoing, accountability will be there.
But that did not stop the mayor, Randall Weddle, several days earlier from making a social media post, perhaps now deleted, that reads awfully like a threat in an attempt to silence people who are critical of this police department. It says, in part, "I am deeply disheartened by those who are using this situation for political gain."
Undoubtedly, to our community seeks answers, and I want to assure everyone that the answers will be provided in due time. However, it's essential that we allow Kentucky State Police. So just so you know, I'm gonna jump in here for 1 second. I clearly exposed the murder of James Sheets in Youngstown, Ohio, where I met a very good friend, a lifelong friend of mine who I met in Youngstown, Ohio. We are still like this. We communicate regularly. Thank you for your friendship in Youngstown, my brother. I appreciate you. I will always love you. Christy, I love you. I will always love you. I will always have your back. When they say we have to allow the Kentucky State Police to do their investigation, I uncovered that murder in Ohio, which is on the border of Kentucky. And then I uncovered that they planted the gun on James Sheets. I did a freeze frame where the cop said he pointed a gun where James Sheets' arms are both on the steering wheel. And then they brought in the BCI, that's the Ohio Super Cops, just like it's the Kentucky State Police. And those piece of shit, pig-sucking liars said that they did an investigation and they found no wrongdoing. And I think Showcase Audits has seen it. If you guys have not seen Showcase Audits, he's got a great channel. Go over there and check out his channel. But I uncovered the murder, and BCI, the Super Cops in Ohio, well, they said that there was no wrongdoing. So let's get into this a little bit. Let me read this out loud for you. However, it's essential we allow the pigs to investigate the pigs and wonder why the pigs don't find anything wrong. Since the beginning, my office has maintained a commitment not to interfere with the process, and we will continue to honor that commitment. I'm deeply disheartened by those using the situation for political gain. This is not a time for politics, but for patience and unity. Tell that to Doug Harless, you piece of shit, who's dead. In this county, we are innocent until proven guilty. The principle must be upheld. But didn't you go to Doug Harless's house and murder him? You banged on his door when he came out with a gun. You shot him. Let me ask you, is the prosecutor going to charge the pig who shot him? Oh, we can't because there's no body cam, and the cop's going to say, he pointed a gun at me. And who's the judge going to believe? We already saw that when the cops are called by the judge, they go, hey, how you doing, good buddy? What's going on, buddy pal? How you doing? Do you understand that? Thanks, Derek, for the memberships. I appreciate it. The rumors and speculations circulating on social media are not facts. Assuming or spreading misinformation does not serve justice or our community. I urge everyone to refrain from jumping to conclusions and wait for the facts of the case to emerge. We stand together. No, we don't stand together as a community. Grounded in truth, and we'll let justice take its proper course. So this guy is Mayor Randall Weddle. Someone find his Facebook page and post it in the comment section. Let's let the mayor know what we think on a public Facebook page where you have a right to redress government. I cannot ask you to do a call flood, but I can definitely ask you to reach out to Mayor Randall Weddle and say, we don't believe you. Yeah, and then Rancho pointed out here that Buttery was in custody hours before Harless was murdered. But have you guys not noticed this? I'm no longer censoring myself. If it's a drug bust, it's a drug bust. If someone's dealing cocaine, I'm going to say they're dealing cocaine. I'm not going to, and before the cops murdered him, I'm not going to be controlled by my speech. My videos are demonetized anyway. I make money through people, through super chats and through my online store. The YouTube money I get is this much now. It used to be a good amount of money in 2022, and beginning of 2023, they demonetized everything. So I'm actually going to say it. There it is right there. Mayor Randall Weddle. Someone grab that and find it and put him in the chat.
This information away, there will be no body cam footage from the London Police Department because they, in 2023, got rid of their body cams.
We saw that
because
already.
Supposedly they could not afford it. But even
There was items stole from my property. What was stolen did not belong to me. It belonged to a person that was using my garage
Not
to
a person.
store his equipment in. And I was out of town when this happened. I knew nothing more than that about it.
Now, I had done a lot of research on this, and I was going to do an update video anyways, because I had researched Kentucky law on the execution of search warrants and all the issues, all the red flags here. And that's mostly what I was going to discuss. So imagine my surprise when just this morning, this YouTube channel pops up. I think they called it Laurel County News.
And they've since deleted it. If anybody ripped the video or downloaded it, please send it to me. I'm so pissed at myself for not doing it.
And it was just created like yesterday. And this is the only video there. This is leaked, and a London County police officer named Hale. Now, this was recorded.
This is the pig that took the, oh, what is this? So this is the pig who murdered Doug Harless, and he got the governor's award. Jared Hale. He's a real hero. Take a look at him. Yeah, he looks like a real hero. He looks like he was a reject his entire life. That's what he looks like to me. And he's soft. Look how soft he is. Look how soft. Where's Brian from Here's the Deal? Look how soft he is. Looks like a soft little beta. Looks like a soft little beta boy.
London County police officer named Hale. Now, this was recorded, best as I can tell, because the judge are off, but this link through it. Let's
got a guy on the line. I want to speak to you.
Now listen to how the cop takes his phone call. So he calls into the 911 operator, and what Brian just said was that when you call in a 911 line, the line is recorded, and then someone in the 911 dispatch office got the recorded call and leaked it.
Sir, I've got you hooked in with Officer Hale.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. This is Officer Hale. How can I help you?
Hey, David Westerfield, how you doing?
Hey, David, what you doing, old buddy?
Hey, old buddy judge, how you doing, pal? And this is the same pig-ass judge that signs off on no-knock raid warrants.
Man, but I've been up there and looked at my place to see what was gone.
Okay.
They cleaned me up there, but I have no way of itemizing anything, so I ain't gonna worry about my stuff. What I'd like to do is
I ain't gonna worry about my stuff. Oh yeah, right.
Somebody could question him and see what he done with my nephew's lawn mowing equipment. I don't know if that's a possibility.
Well, I know they arrested him last night.
Yeah, I do too.
From my understanding, David, that search warrant come off of his arrest because he had said that he had took a weed eater down there to a dope dealer's house there off of Van Zandt.
Butch, the original, is from Ironton, Ohio, where I went there and exposed the cops. The chief resigned. One cop resigned as well because he molested a girl named Jonathan Spuljarek, and he's resigned because, and then his brother, Brad Spuljarek, where Butch, the original, is, he was arrested for dealing drugs because I exposed him for being a drug dealer. He got caught a couple months after I left. So Butch, the original, has been a friend of mine for a long time.
Okay. And the boy was shot and killed, right? Yeah, I understand. No, they called me at 1 o'clock this morning and told me all about it. So I know all about that one. You know, I'm not going to worry about my stuff unless he sold it to somebody that's laying in a pile and I could identify it. I would like to see Charles, my nephew, get his stuff back if at all possible.
I know they're working through it right now with some of the interviews.
Well, that's all they can do then.
I do know, and I will tell you
Danelle Brown, read that comment on the screen, everybody.
this. I don't know who called you last night, but me and Jamie, the case got turned over to Elbert Riley, and he said he had worked a couple of cases for you before.
Okay.
If you're familiar with Elbert, do you know Elbert?
Yeah. Yeah, I know Elbert well.
Yeah, Elbert.
Yeah, you guys just do your job, and I won't bother you. And you know, and the chips fall where they fall. I mean, you know, it's hard to run this stuff down after it changes hands.
I think probably gonna check a couple more pawn shops and stuff like that. I'd say he's tried to sell a lot of that stuff. I hate they cleaned you out, Dave, especially with everything going on, and especially right around Christmas time.
Well, and also I found out this morning if there's a homeless person staying back there in my back building, Jared, and
well, I'll tell you this: if you want me to, I can get up with both the night shift sergeants there and have them. So if we end up finding them trespassing verbally off the property and you want them hooked,
I do. And the thing is, Jared, he may have been carrying my stuff out of that building and selling it. The butcher boy that's been arrested may not have gotten all my stuff. It may be the homeless guy that's carrying it off.
Dude, plead the fifth. Thank you so much. A couple of those in a row. God bless you.
But if he's staying there, I'd like to have him arrested because his chances, he's a smoker, he'll burn my building. So, but you know, if they get a chance, I know it's Christmas and all that, so maybe after Christmas they can maybe go by there. If not, I'll drive to town every night and check he's there.
No,
and I really don't want to do that because I might do something unethical.
He doesn't want to go and investigate the homeless guy who's in his property, but the door doesn't lock. And last I checked, right now in Kentucky, it's cold. So Brian here from the civil rights attorney, Free Dom, plead the fifth. Thank you guys. Plead the fifth. 2 huge super chats. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, brother. God bless you. Plead the fifth sent me 50 books in jail. So thank you so much. I appreciate your support.
I know one thing. I'll take care of you. Like I said, you've always been real good to us, and Miss Karen's always been real good to me.
So what does he mean when he says you've been real good to us, to the pigs? That this judge right here, the piece of shit that he is, he's been real good to the cops and given them the search warrants they wanted, looked the other way when the cops stepped on their own shit.
Do something unethical.
I'm afraid I'm going to go do something unethical because someone's in my shed.
I know one thing. I'll take care of you.
I know one thing. I'll take care of you, says the cop.
Like I said, you've always been real good to us.
You've been real good to us doing the bidding of the cops.
Miss Karen's always been real good to me.
Miss Karen, his wife's always been real good to me.
So I don't care one bit to do as much as I can to try to help you out. That's why
I don't mind doing everything I can to help you out.
That's why I told Jamie yesterday, I said, I'm going to work my guts out on this case today to try to.
He's going to work his guts out on that weed whacker case. There's nobody else there. There's no other cases there that they need to work their guts out on. It's the weed whacker case for this piece of shit authoritarian judge.
Try to help David and them best I can. He said, well, you know, he said, do you know David and Karen real well? I said, buddy, my mom adores David, Karen Westerfield.
You know, maybe after Thursday or Friday, y'all can check it, and I know you got other stuff to do right now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and then the cop's going to say, oh, no, Judge, I can get over there right now for you.
If we get something out of this guy, it would be good, you know, that he's taken. If not, then we'll just go on. We'll just do what we can.
Absolutely. That's the best thing we can do, ain't that's for sure.
And we'll be good either way.
Well, I hope we've done our job pretty good for you there. We got pretty quick on it with that Butchery boy. So
They got on it pretty good with that Butchery boy. The Butchery boy's about 50, so he's not really a boy.
Jail, and that's his third PFO. So, he's facing 10 years, and I'll see if I can't make that stick. I'm going to push it,
Look what Dom wrote here. Free Dom said, the man isn't even tried yet, and the judge is talking about the sentence. How often does this happen? I think Danelle Brown said the same thing. Plead the fifth. Justice for it's just, this is just sick. This case out of Kentucky is just sick.
I don't know what all he's got. But my stuff I can live without. But, but just, like I say, you guys just do what you can do, and you'll never hear the word from me. Yeah, you guys just do your job, and if you need me, you call me.
absolutely.
How's that?
Absolutely. And if you ever need me, you can holler at me too. And anytime you want to swing into mine and Sarah's place down there, you're more than willing to do that too.
Did the cop on the phone just tell the judge, hey, anytime you want to swing by me and Sarah's place?
I'm not at 7, I'm over at 8.
If I'm not here at this address, I'm over at this address. Come hang out with me, judge. And then when any case is ever heard that involves this cop, the judge and him are friends. Do you understand? Do you understand the bullshit, fake injustice system we have in America? My mom loves him and his wife, and here's where I'm going to be. Come hang out with us, old buddy.
Lane, hanging out with Danny's brother, Steve, my father-in-law, and Danny most of the time.
Right. Got you.
Yep.
But I do appreciate you guys, and you guys have a good day and have a good Christmas.
Absolutely, Judge. You too, and you have a good Christmas too, sir.
All right. Thank you.
All right. See you, buddy.
Plead the fifth with another 20 memberships. Huge super chats. Thanks, Plead the Fifth. I appreciate you, bro.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So this flips the narrative completely on its head from the direction in which it was heading. And really it takes it right back to my initial hypothesis about what happened here is that this only happened in the way that it did because it wasn't about a missing weed eater or any missing weed eater. It was about a judge's missing weed eater. In my opinion, this conversation tells the story of exactly what happened. The judge had this building. It had been a problem for some time. The doors didn't lock. People kept getting into it. In fact, a homeless guy not only kept getting into it, but was living in it. And apparently the Buttery dude also got into it and stole some stuff out of it. And it wasn't just anybody's stuff inside. It was his nephew's. It wasn't just a tenant. While he may say that his stuff wasn't stolen, he admits that all sorts of his belongings were stolen. In addition, his nephew's stuff was stolen. It sounds like the weed whacker may have belonged to the nephew. The officer admits that he initially took charge of the investigation for the judge, and he began to track this stuff down for the judge. Then another officer named Elbert took it over, who also had done things for the judge before and who was very close to the judge. The judge also tells us that right after Doug was shot, he was shot at 11:53 p.m.
Listen to this part right here. This is where I don't have the same amount of history and education from educational experience in the actual application of legalese law work that Brian from the civil rights lawyer does. Listen to what he says right here.
At around 1 p.m., he was shot at 11:53 p.m. At around 1 p.m., about an hour later, he was called by the London police, who basically briefed him on what happened. So they admit they were working on behalf of the judge in attempting to recover a weed eater. They admit to contacting the judge within an hour of accidentally going to the wrong house and shooting the wrong guy over the weed eater. And then remarkably, as if Doug did not exist or was not killed, they continue this conversation about how to get the damn weed eater. This Officer Hale basically says, we'll do whatever you want. He even calls him judge at one point. This is
Right.
not a normal victim police officer relationship.
Brian's going to talk about in a moment here how there's very special circumstances to serve a warrant when it's dark outside.
This is a judge police officer relationship, and one that should not exist.
Like I say, you guys just do what you can do, and you'll never hear the word from me. Yeah, just you guys just do your job, and if you need me, you call me. Absolutely. How's that? And absolutely, and if you ever need me, you can holler at me too. And
Sort of like my famous case where the judge is going out and searching houses. It's no different if a judge calls police officers behind the scenes and says, hey, can you go do this for me? Can you go do that for me? That's not how judges are supposed to operate at all.
No.
And then the homeless guy, the judge is saying he wants him arrested because if he has to go out there and do it himself, he might do something unethical. I'm frankly just shocked. This is one of those examples where truth is stranger than fiction. Then on top of everything, this search warrant,
this is the
law
part.
enforcement told the media
Listen to this.
exists, still has not surfaced.
Hasn't
Why
surfaced.
is it not surfaced? Because in Kentucky, there are very, very specific forms for search warrants and the affidavits that are used to obtain them that show that any search warrant would have to state with particularity the place to be searched. And there's no reason that they should have mistaken a single wide trailer 489 Van Zant Road with the home of Doug Harless at 511. I do think it was completely unintentional that they arrived at Doug Harless's home. As I mentioned in my prior video, when you search like Google Maps and you put in 489 Van Zant, it takes you right to the correct address. Same with 511. But as other people were pointing out online, if you use Apple Maps and you put in 489 Van Zant, where does it take you? Right to Doug Harless's home.
Right.
I think their mistake was as simple as that. But you know what? Under Kentucky law, that shouldn't have happened anyways if they had a search warrant, because state law requires that should have taken place prior to 10 p.m. or just during the day. Here, they're doing it after 10 p.m., almost at midnight. And that can only be done in very, very special circumstances that have to be explicitly laid out in the warrant affidavit and approved by a judge.
Okay, so it has to be approved by a judge. So they can only go to your house after dark, and they serve this warrant. There it is, Rising Tides. You got it to work, brother. Thank you so much. I mean, look how hard Rising Tides worked. There we go. Anyway, this is for nothing at all other than helping Chili. Thanks, brother. I appreciate you, Lou. YouTube's got my channel shadow banned. They put a filter over it, but it hasn't stopped. Nothing's changed. But I want you guys to understand something here. I want you to really focus on how the cop was talking to the judge, how he said, I'll be over here. My mom loves you and your wife. We'll be at this address. Hey, old buddy, old pal. How can this judge ever be objective in that small little community of London, Kentucky, if he's bosom buddies with all the pigs there? How could he ever be objective when a cop comes in to testify? How's that possible? I don't understand how that's possible. Rising Tides, man, you're the bomb, dude. You're the bomb. Special Ed Andrew, missed you, bro. Claudette, good to see you guys. Good to see you. G, two titties, nice to see you, brother. The people of Kentucky are outraged. It's absolutely unbelievable. I'll listen to a couple minutes of Brian here.
And
there's only 1 minute left.
I believe that's why they are not showing this warrant, because the warrant will absolutely prove that not only did they show up at the wrong address, but even if they had the right address, they were breaking the law.
That's right.
That's my prediction. My prediction is they are not going to release that search warrant unless they're forced to. I will definitely continue to follow this one.
It's unbelievable. So we got the Facebook page. Did someone send me that Facebook page? I want to stop by. Plead the Fifth. Thanks for the super chats and the memberships. Thank you all for supporting me and what I'm doing here. You guys can see the numbers. I mean, we still have 400 people here across all 6 channels, but on the main channel, I don't know how many people there are. I can take a look, but they've got the channels so shadow banned. Yeah, 250 on the main channel. It's just unbelievable what YouTube has done. And there's really nothing I can do about it. I just got to keep on going, keep my head down. Good to see you, Radek. Radek, aka Ski. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. 301 likes. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody do me a favor. Hit the like button. We still got 250 on the main channel, and we have 150 across the other 5 channels. So we still have 400 people. People are still purchasing trifolds, even I'm giving away everything for free. If you can afford it, please buy my products. But if you can't, hit me up so I can send you over a trifold. I want to make sure everybody has a trifold and cop cards on them at all times. So someone said in the chat a moment ago, I don't know who said this, but they said, how corrupt is this government? And I want to show this next thing. It's oh, thank you, Isabel. I'm not sure where you did that at, but let me know and I'll look it up for you. So I want to show you guys a video here. This is not a political video. If you want to see how corrupt the government is, and I wasn't planning on showing this video at all whatsoever. Thanks, Plead the Fifth. I appreciate you. God bless you. Oh, really? Thank you so much. I'm gonna double check on it. Thank you, Isabel. I will double check on it. But watch this real quick.
It's participated.
This is
allegedly a 17-year-old minor.
Okay, so you guys remember Matt Gaetz, and Trump was going to appoint him as Attorney General of the United States. And if you don't understand how corrupt Matt Gaetz is, you're about to find out. And then watch how corrupt the entire U.S. government is. All the politicians have dirt on each other, so they're all making sure that they can't expose each other. Life Under the Microscope is here, everybody. Hello, nice to see you, Life.
Congressman Matt Gaetz, ooh, that has a nice ring to it, tried like hell to prevent the congressional report of his misdeeds from coming out, including filing a lawsuit that went nowhere.
Matt Gaetz is a piece of shit.
But now the report of his sexcapades is out for, better or worse. Yes, it's only been about 1 month since Gaetz withdrew his appointment as America's top law enforcement officer, and now the House Ethics Committee just released a disturbingly graphic report of his behavior, which details the accounts of 12 women that Gaetz paid a combined total of over 90.
No, not 12 women, 12 young women and one underage, confirmed. 12 women who were 18 to 22 years old that he paid through seeking arrangements.
$80,000 in exchange for sex and illegal drugs, including allegedly a 17-year-old minor. What happens next? Well, here to break down this insane story of lust, lies, and the law is chaos lawyer Liz Dye.
Thanks, Devin. On November 13, Donald Trump announced his intention to nominate Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz as Attorney General. Gaetz immediately resigned from Congress despite having just run for and won re-election to his seat. The move was seen as a transparent attempt to head off the release of a report by the House Ethics Committee on allegations that Gaetz had participated in sex trafficking, including of a minor. Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson vocally opposed releasing the report to the public, even as its conclusions were pretty clearly relevant to Gaetz's fitness to be the top law enforcement officer in the land. But Gaetz's notoriously obnoxious behavior, including his habit of whipping out his phone to show off nude pictures of his sex partners, was no secret in D.C.
This is a guy that the media didn't give a time of day to after he was accused of sleeping with an underage girl. And there's a reason why no one in the conference came and defended him, because we had all seen the videos he was showing on the House floor that all of us had walked away of the girls that he had slept with. He'd brag about how he would crush ED medicine and chase it with an energy drink. So
ED stands for erectile dysfunction. He would crush ED medication and chase it with an energy drink so he could go all night.
He could go all night. This is obviously before you got married.
For the record, that was then Congressman, now Oklahoma Senator Mark Wayne Mullen, who said he might still consider voting for Gaetz as Attorney General. But Mullen aside, it became clear almost immediately.
So listen to this. And someone asked in the chat, how corrupt is our government? So let's, Roger Bond, good to see you, brother. So read the tweet here from Senator Mark Wayne Mullen. We had seen all the videos he was showing on the House floor of the girls he had slept with. He'd brag about how he'd crush erectile dysfunction medication and chase it with energy drinks so he could go all night. And then Matt Gaetz responds with, "This is a lie." But then this guy becomes a senator in his state. And listen to this.
For the record, that was then Congressman, now Oklahoma Senator Mark Wayne Mullen, who said he might still consider voting for Gaetz as Attorney General.
Who's got the dirt on that guy? Who's got the dirt on that guy where he would be willing to vote for that swamp creature, as Wolfman says? Who would be willing to vote for that guy unless they had dirt on you? Hey, where's the dirt? Show me the dirt on me, because if there was dirt on me, you would see witnesses come forward. I'm pretty known across the country now. If there was dirt on me, where's the actual person sitting there saying Chili's a bad guy? You can see here that this congressman, who is now an Oklahoma senator, said that he is a bad guy. And he was still going to vote for him.
But Mullen aside, it became clear almost immediately that the Senate would never vote to confirm Gates. So November 21, he withdrew his nomination, and now he's headed to One American News Network to read the news to its dozens of viewers every day.
And bringing on a firebrand of a talk show host to our primetime lineup. May I announce Matt Gaetz and the Matt Gaetz Show coming next month to OAN.
I think that's going to get canceled because this report.
Hey, Matt.
Initially, the committee voted against releasing the report, with all Republicans opposed. But at a closed-door meeting on December 5th, 2 Republican members switched their vote and agreed to make it public on the 23rd. The report is now out, and it's icky. Gaetz defended himself by saying that my 30s were an era of working very hard and playing hard too. It's embarrassing, though not criminal, that I probably partied, womanized, drank, and smoked more than I should have earlier in
I mean, he looks like a scumbag. He is a scumbag.
life, which sounds conveniently like he was just a kid blowing off steam in an age-appropriate boys will be boys way. They said Representative Gaetz took advantage of the economic vulnerability of young women to lure them into sexual activity for which they received an average of a few $100s after each encounter. In fact, the committee found that the 42-year-old congressman paid very young women for sex and drugs,
Very young.
including one girl who was 17 at the time. That is statutory rape as a matter of Florida law. They also noted that he
No, I'm covering the dog thing next. Wait till you see this dog thing next. I'm sorry. I just got someone in the chat earlier. We just showed how corrupt the London, Kentucky government and police are. And so someone said, how corrupt is the government? And I had watched this video in entirety the other night, and I wanted to show you guys how corrupt our government is. That congressman from Oklahoma became an Oklahoma senator, was still going to vote for Gaetz, even knowing this shit here.
voted against the Frederick Douglass Trafficking Victims Prevention and Protection Reauthorization Act of 2022 and was the lone no vote in 2017 on legislation to establish an advisory committee that would coordinate efforts to prevent human trafficking, a vote he defended by pointing to his work in the Florida legislature to broaden the definition of duress in the state's trafficking laws to include economic duress. The committee also found that he violated multiple House rules about disclosure of gifts and services to women who were not his constituents. Many people have insisted that Gaetz should have.
Oh, no, my brother. So just so you know, Bad Boys FPV, this is from a lawyer on the internet who has millions of subscribers on his lawyer channel. And this is someone who he works with. This, just watch, dude. Watch. Just so you know, earlier I said to you that up in Ohio, Jonathan Spuljarek raped a teenage girl and she had a baby. Yeah. And he is screwed. Jonathan Spuljarek is a rapist. Now, if I'm lying, sue me, Spuljarek. Sue me, because I'll get a DNA test. And then the state will go after you and put you in prison for what you did, Jonathan Spuljarek. There's proof. This right here, they're going to lay out the facts right here.
Been prosecuted by the Justice Department. Friend of the channel, Mitchell Epner, suggests that the real failure was that of local Florida prosecutors. To understand what really happened here, we'll have to first talk about a bunch of grifters and weirdos, several of whom wound up in jail. It's a wild story that involves public Venmo transactions, a kidnapped Iranian hostage, and the love hotel emoji, which is apparently a thing on all our phones. Who knew? Okay, SPF up, because it's time to meet some spectacular Florida men. First up, Joel Greenberg, the former tax collector.
Joel Greenberg is in prison right now. So the guy, bad boy who just came in here a second ago, he's in prison for what he did.
Collector for Seminole County. Under Florida law, Tax collectors are elected officials responsible for collecting taxes, obviously, but also for issuing various permits and government documents, including driver's licenses. Greenberg is currently in jail for committing a truly wild array of crimes. He once caused a fire in a county building where he'd commandeered the county's servers to mine bitcoins. He doled out $3.5 million in state government contracts to various friends and acquaintances, including the groomsmen at his wedding. And he sent letters to the school where his political opponent worked, impersonating students and falsely accusing his rival of being a pedophile. But what brought him into the ambit of federal investigators and eventually ensnared Gates was Greenberg's habit of generating fake state IDs for himself and for the women he was sleeping.
So Bad Boy, who came in here and said, I believe government reports, we got the fake IDs, brother, where Greenberg created fake IDs for women, for young women who were under 21 to get them fake IDs to be able to go into bars and clubs and stuff like that and to be able to travel. We have the IDs. We have the IDs. Wait till you see this, Casper. Wait till you see the dog attack. This is gross.
Sleeping with. On Monday, April 16th, 2018, an employee at the Lake Mary branch of the tax collector's office opened up shop and discovered that the alarm wasn't on. She also found a bunch of expired driver's licenses, which were supposed to be shredded, strewn all over Greenberg's desk. She reviewed the security camera footage where she saw that Greenberg had been in the office with an unidentified man. And when the employee texted, Greenberg responded that he'd been showing Congressman Gates what our operation looked like, on the weekend, in the middle of the night, as one does. When Greenberg got picked up by the feds in 2020 for stalking his political opponent online, he had at least 5 fake IDs on him, which is why the cops went and talked to the people at the Lake Mary office, and that's how they got to Gates. Because as soon as the FBI started pulling at the threads of Greenberg's nasty personal life, they found that—
Take a look. Scumbag, and I used to think this guy was innocent. What's he doing hanging out with these guys who are doing ecstasy and crushing up ED pills?
He was
Roger Stone is involved with all these people.
Inextricably tied in with Gates's own sordid stuff. Greenberg recruited very young women off the sugar daddy website Seeking Arrangement, paying them to spend time with Greenberg, Gates, and their male friends. The arrangement included sex and often drugs. And one of those girls turned out to be a 17-year-old high school junior, which meant that she could not legally consent to sex with an adult over the age of 24 under Florida law. In June of 2020, Greenberg was charged with stalking and identity theft. And in August of 2020, the Justice Department filed a superseding indictment against him for child sex trafficking, which meant that the feds had a very sleazy person in custody with a very strong incentive to say absolutely anything that might save his skin. In early 2021, the New York Times reported that Gates was under federal investigation for sex trafficking in relation to the 17-year-old girl. Gates insists that this was a politically motivated act by Joe Biden's henchmen. But the reality is that the investigation began during the waning days of the last Trump administration when Bill Barr was still the attorney general. And while the investigation was still going on behind closed doors, reporters were hot on the trail. Although, to be fair, they didn't have to dig very deep since Gates and Greenberg both left their Venmo history public until well into 2021. The Daily Beast.
So Bad Boy, the guy who chimed in earlier and said, I believed a government report. They got screenshots of their Venmo, dude, where they say, here's $300 and put a picture of the Love Hotel. They got the fake IDs of the young women who they got fake IDs to be able to travel across the country. Grateful Dabs here just said, will he be punished? Nope.
Reported that in May of 2018, Gates Venmoed Greenberg $900, writing in the memo line, hit up with the name of the 17-year-old girl.
Hit up Sheila.
The next morning, Greenberg Venmoed the girl and 2 other women.
3 young women for $900. That's how much it costs to sell your soul.
In 3 separate transactions denominated as school, and tuition, totaling $900. Gates denied paying women for sex, telling the Daily Beast, the last time I had a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old, I was 17. But
not quite, brother. Sounds like you were 35.
Before it dawned on him that he would be wise to make his Venmo private, reporters Jose Pagliari and Roger Sullenberger clocked thousands of dollars Gates sent to Greenberg, including one transaction for $300 on November 1, 2018, with the love hotel emoji in the memo line. The Daily Beast confirmed that Greenberg did indeed book a hotel for that evening in Winter Park, Florida. And that turned out to be just the tip of the iceberg. According to the House report, using personal checks, Venmo, and Cash App.
So you don't believe that, Culture Contrarian? Good to see you, brother. I got your email. I wish I could do more for you. So you don't believe that right there, Culture Contrarian? I mean, you don't believe receipts? You think the government created the receipts? Matt Gaetz was nominated to be Attorney General of the United States by the most powerful man in America. You don't believe that? I believe that. I think that's true. Well. I'm just showing you what I'm seeing on the internet here. That's all I'm doing.
Gaetz sent more than $90,000 to 12 women in exchange for sex and drugs. Gaetz denied ever paying for sex, telling Axios in March of 2020, "I have definitely, in my single days, provided for women I've dated. I've paid for flights, for hotel rooms. I've been, generous as a partner. I think someone is trying to make that look criminal when it's not." Here he is on Tucker Carlson trying to remind the former Fox host of the fun dinner Matt and one of his generous partner dates shared with him and his wife.
I can't tell in this clip right here. Let me know when you look at Tucker Carlson's face. Is Tucker Carlson looking at him like, dude, don't expose me? And I kind of go back and forth with Tucker. Part of me thinks that he's a journalist. Part of me thinks that he's controlled opposition, Project Mockingbird. But I don't know. Look at Tucker's face as he's doing this. And he's like, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
I can say that actually you and I went to dinner about 2 years ago. Your wife was there and I brought a friend of mine. You'll remember.
Look at Tucker's face. Hold on a minute. Let me jump in here again real quick. Okay. Really take a look at Tucker's face. Really take a look at Tucker's face. It looks like he's dead inside. It looks like when he says, "Well, you remember when you and I had dinner with your wife and I brought somebody too?" Tucker looks like he's stomach jumped and he's trying not to show that I'm freaking out inside because you're saying this shit, bro. Take a good look at Tucker Carlson's face right here and tell me what you think. I just want to know what you think of Tucker Carlson's face.
Of his generous partner date shared with
just look at Tucker Carlson because you can hear Matt Gaetz. Look deep into Tucker Carlson's face.
Him and his wife.
I can say that actually you and I went to dinner about 2 years ago. Your wife was there and I brought a friend of mine. You'll remember her. And she was actually threatened by the FBI, told that if she wouldn't cop to the fact that somehow I was involved in some pay-for-play scheme, that she could face trouble.
Awkward.
Tucker Carlson looks like someone walked over his grave. Like, why are you saying this out loud, dude?
Was involved in some pay-for-play scheme, that she could face trouble.
Awkward.
Now, obviously, if you're going to engage in illegal prostitution and record everything on Venmo, you're going to want a good lawyer. But if you want a great lawyer, my law firm, the Eagle Team, can help. If you've gotten in a car crash, suffered a comp right away, just claim
criminal extortion involving.
Click below.
Gaetz claimed that he and his father had been victims of an organized criminal extortion involving a former DOJ official seeking $25 million while threatening to smear my name.
Okay, someone asked earlier, who was that said, how deep does the government corruption go? Watch this shit right here.
He said that his father had been cooperating with federal authorities in this matter and wearing a wire at the FBI's direction to catch these criminals. And that part turned out to be more or less true. See, Matt Gaetz has a little touch of the Nepo baby about him, if you can even believe it. In fact, his daddy, Don Gaetz, was a highly successful businessman who served as president of the Florida State Senate between 2012 and 2014. On March 16, 2021, with rumors swirling that Gaetz would be indicted, his father got a text from a former Air Force intelligence officer named Bob Kent saying that his son Matt was about to be federally indicted, but he, Kent, had a plan
to save him. Mr. Gaetz, I would like to talk to you, talking about the senior Gaetz, I would like to talk to you immediately about the current federal investigation and the indictment that's about to be filed against your son. I have a plan that can make his future legal and political problems go away. Last summer, we located Robert Levinson in Iran and took 2 proof of life videos. Let me get my ugly mug off the screen here. Proof of life videos, but the U.S. government foiled our rescue attempt. We have one more opportunity to rescue Levinson if you and Matt are willing to help us privately and clandestinely obtain the release of Robert Levinson. I will ensure that Matt is on the plane that delivers Levinson to his family, thus making him the most sought-after public figure in the world for his efforts to obtain Levinson's release. Then my partner will see to it that Matt receives a presidential pardon, thus alleviating all of his legal issues. We all know that politics makes strange bedfellows. I can assure you that we have the ability to obtain Robert Levinson's release immediately, but we cannot allow the U.S. government to be involved because they have repeatedly blocked the release since his capture. If we are going to obtain his release, it must be done immediately. Matt is more than welcome to attend the meeting, but we're just fine to meet with you. As my partner knows, you are a man of your word and has a great deal of respect for you. Please call me and let me know if you're willing to meet with us immediately. I assure you that you will not be wasting our time. Bob Kent. So who's Bob Kent? Who is Bob Kent? So we know, and Bob Kent knows, that Matt Gaetz is at the very minimum involved in paying girls from seeking arrangements, getting them fake IDs, giving them drugs, taking electronic erectile dysfunction pills, and then popping Red Bulls so he can go all night. And Bob Kent must know that. I'm alleging now that Bob Kent knew it. And he's going to make all of his. What about the women? Stomper, what's up, Playboy? Thanks for the memberships, brother. What about the women? I mean, we sit here and I pick this apart, and we get outraged and we laugh and we joke, and then when this live stream ends, we all go about our lives again. The women got trafficked. The women got bent over, literally. So YouTube's going to demonetize my video anyway, so it doesn't matter.
To make his future legal and political problems go away. Now, stick with me here, because this one's really crazy. Kent and his backer, Florida businessman Stephen Alford, were obsessed with a former FBI agent named Robert Levinson, who went missing in Iran in 2007. Levinson was reportedly on a CIA mission, but he was in poor health, and in 2020, the government told his family that they should presume he was dead, which they did,
and
filing a wrongful death suit against the Iranian government and securing a $1.4 billion reward.
$1.4 billion reward. And the U.S. government foiled any attempts to capture, to retrieve him from the dungeon because his family got $1.4 billion paid out of coffers from the Iranian government's assets being seized in America.
Paid out of Iranian assets frozen in U.S. coffers since 1980. But for reasons not entirely clear, Alford and Kent thought that Levinson was alive, or they said they did anyway. So they texted Don Gaetz, if you and your son are willing to help us privately and clandestinely obtain the release of Robert Levinson, I will ensure that Matt is on the plane that delivers Levinson to his family, thus making him the most sought-after public figure in the world for his efforts to obtain Levinson's release. Then my partner will see to it that Matt receives a presidential pardon, thus alleviating all his legal issues. I think the theory here was that if Gaetz was somehow the guy who brought Levinson home, Biden would have to pardon him because you're allowed to commit sex crimes if you're a national hero. All they wanted from Don Gaetz was a $25 million loan.
No. Not Biden pardon him. Trump. Okay? So there's too many pictures of Trump with Epstein. There's too many pictures of Bill Clinton with Epstein. And we see now with Roger and what's the guy's name? Rosenberg or whatever his name is, that they're all colluding together in these ridiculous sex crimes against human beings who have a life, who have a family, who have a mother and dad, brother and sister, and people who love them.
To be repaid out of the federal reward. Alfred and Kent dubbed the plan Project Homecoming and laid out the details in a memo which they delivered to Don Gates. But of course, Papa Gates wasn't an idiot. He immediately called the FBI to report that he was being extorted and was presumably wearing that wire the whole time, as his son had said. Alfred was indicted in 2021 and pled guilty to 1 count of wire fraud. He's currently a guest of the United States government and will be for a couple more years at least, none of which has anything to do with whether or not Matt Gaetz committed crimes, but it doesn't make it easier to indict him. What it did was allow him to throw glitter in the air and claim that he was being targeted by the DOJ.
What is happening is an extortion of me and my family involving a former Department of Justice official. Tonight, I am demanding that the Department of Justice and the FBI release the audio recordings that were made under their supervision and at their direction, which will prove my innocence.
No, it won't prove his innocence. What it'll prove is that somebody saw an opportunity to try to get 25 million out of him, and they took it because he was compromised. So anyway, I'll drop the link for this video in the section below. We're going to go back to cop videos here. But if you want to know, this channel is called Matt Gaetz Report is Out and It's Bad, featuring Liz Dye. And that channel is on the Legal Eagle. He's got 1.5 million subscribers. I didn't drop a like. I'm subscribed to this channel. I'm not subscribed to very many channels, but I'm subscribed to his. I like his videos. Oh man, did it say that the post was removed? So this is the dog video that I put on the cover of this particular video. So this is in Germany. And what do I always tell you about these dogs? We should not have attack dogs. Plead the fifth. We should not have attack dogs. We should not have attack dogs. We should not. So check this out. Watch this. Trying to get the dog to bite the guy. Did you see it? But the dogs are lovely. He pushes the dog's face into this guy who's peacefully protesting and stepping over the railing. And look in the background. Do you see the dog attacking the cop right here? Do you see that right there? He tried to get the dog to attack somebody, but the dogs are so mistreated that they're attacking the cops. Now he tries to get the dog to attack him again, but the dog's not interested. Look at the abuse he's doing to that animal. And look in the back. The dog is biting this guy. This is sick. Look at that. Which I want you to watch the rail right here. See this rail right here? Watch what this cop does to the dog's belly. I would never do this to Charlie. So watch what he does. Watch the dog's belly and watch the rail. Why would you, dude, he's raking his privates across, and the dog in the back is biting the cop and the other cop can't control it. Look at that abuse. That is just terrible. That is just horrifically terrible. That is unbelievable. Watching that kind of shit, just disgusting. There's nothing I can't stand more. Look at that. The cop got him to go away by walking up and telling him to leave. You get out of here right now, mister. Okay, where do you want me to go? I want you to go down there. Okay, dude, I'll go down there. Walk down with me. We'll leave together. No need to sick a dog. If the dog had sunk his teeth into this man's arm, his arm would have been, look at that. Look. Unbelievable. Look. And the dog doesn't want to bite him. I mean, when do we stop the attack dogs in America? We have seen that they're wrong on over 50% of the time. 60% was the last number that I got, where they don't smell any drugs, where all they do is attack people and hurt people. And the dirty jackboot thug pigs, who's the canine handler, is the most sadistic, sick pig in the country. If there's a canine cop and you see a canine cop, put it in your notebook now. The canine cop is the most sadistic, disgusting pig in America. And don't you ever forget it. Don't you ever forget it. And if you think I'm lying, let me show it to you again. Attack him. Dog says, I don't want to attack him. So the dog in the background is attacking the other cop. See the dog in the background attacking the cop. Look, so the dog is not, so here's the cop behind him. The dog is not attacking him here until this cop is overly aggressive. And then the dog attacks the person who's the most aggressive. So it's the cops in uniform. Watch here. There it is. The dog attacks the cop right there. Get him. And he doesn't want to. So unbelievable.
A case of distracted driving cost a deputy his job, but a sheriff's office investigation found he wasn't texting before slamming his car into a woman's car.
He was looking at porn. West 2's Justin Schecker got a copy of the internal affairs report and the body camera video from the crash.
The Lake County Sheriff's Office internal affairs investigation found that
deputy crashed while looking at porn. Oh, I'm so sorry. Is YouTube China going to demonetize my video because I said the truth? The mainstream news can put right along the bottom of their presentation, deputy crashed while looking at porn. Why can't we say it? Why can't we say it? Why can't I say the truth? The deputy crashed his car while looking at pornography. Why can't I say that? How come I can't say it? I'm not going to be censored. I'm done with it. YouTube has already put a filter over my account. What do we got on the main channel? What do we got on the main? I'm not sure how many people we have on. We got 242 people on the main channel, just under 400 people across all 6 channels. I'm not gonna be censored. I'm not gonna be censored. They're already if you look at my YouTube studio, my videos are demonetized. It's pretty ridiculous. So the deputy crashed while he was looking at pornography. I'm not going to say that that's not what happened. I'm going to say that's Rising Tides. Thanks for the super chat, brother. I'm glad you got your thing working.
former deputy Tristan McComber was looking at something not safe for work before this happened.
Oh, yeah.
In early November, while driving south on County Road 435, his body-worn camera captured the steering wheel airbag deploying. After his department-issued cruiser crashed into the back of another car. The video shows Deputy McComber tossing a cell phone onto the seat and then picking it up before he goes to check on the other driver.
Hello, ma'am. Are you okay? I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
My brakes locked up.
Okay.
My brakes locked up?
We're gonna sleep.
He just said, hello, ma'am. It's okay. My brakes locked up? No, dude, you were watching porn.
Yeah, I'm okay.
According to the new internal affairs report, the deputy told a sergeant the brakes locked up before he rear-ended the other car, stopped for a school bus. This deputy no longer works for the Lake County Sheriff's Office.
Oh, so the investigation's closed. His pension is secure. It's all good, folks. Don't worry. He doesn't work there anymore. He works at a different pig shack.
We're told he resigned while facing termination. The internal affairs investigation found he wasn't truthful in what he was doing on his phone right before impact. McComber initially stated he was scrolling through text messages in a group chat with other deputies prior to the crash, but the
Oh, I'm sure other deputies are doing the same thing.
investigation found he was viewing something that is more visual and inappropriate while on the job. The report's conclusion says McComber admitted to lying before later revealing he was looking at pornographic material on his personal phone just before the vehicle crash. Deputies found he violated 3 sheriff's office policies. He departed from the truth, used an electronic device for something that's prohibited, and there was substantial evidence he wasn't wearing a seatbelt behind the wheel.
Let him. That's so funny.
Covering Lake County, Justin Schecker, Wesh 2 News.
So let me jump in and comment on that real quick. It's Life Under the Microscope said we've all been there, done that. You know, I'll be honest with you, man. Slowed down for me, man. A couple years ago, I remember being in my 20s and like having to have a girlfriend, and I have to go. If I don't have a girlfriend, I have to go and find out and meet somebody. I got to get out there and get my groove on. It just changed for me. I don't know. It just changed. My priorities are different now. My brain's not even there anymore. So it just, especially watching or downloading or keeping PORN. Why would you download or keep PORN. Why would you do that? I mean, why would you want to? It's just so strange to me. Yeah. Yep. MGTOW, men going their own way. If you don't know what that stands for, MGTOW, there's a subreddit on the website reddit.com called MGTOW, MGTOW, men going their own way. Because it's been a gender war created by for power. And so once again, Free Dom with another super chat. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it for the super chat. Remember, you guys, listen, don't lose track of what I'm doing today. Go to my website and get one thing, and I'm going to give you everything from my website for free. Go to deletelaws.com, pick up one thing, a digital trifold, a digital cop card, get a trifold I mail to you, get cop cards I mail to you, get the poster, get the ebook, get anything from my website, deletelaws.com, and I'm going to email you everything in my store for free. The poster is so amazingly badass. The ebook is so amazingly badass. You print that ebook out, and then you read it to kids. It is really a great ebook. So, all right, here's another one, of course.
Every time.
It's 1 a.m. You're not sleeping? You don't gotta go to work tomorrow?
That's my fiance. I do, but
Maybe you should go to sleep.
no, I need to know, make sure he's okay.
Huh?
I need to make sure he's okay.
He's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm gonna sit here and record and make sure he's okay. That's how.
I hope you get good video.
I will. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, I don't know why my flashlight does that sometimes. It's messed up.
He's a lying pig. We all know that flashlights have a strobe effect that they can do. We all know that. I don't, why is he lying? I don't understand why he's lying. It doesn't make any sense to me at all why he is lying. We all know how it works.
Y'all see how he purposely was just flashing his flashlight so I can record the interaction? That's how nasty people be. Very sick in the head. Why you flashing your light like that?
I don't know.
Come on, you are adult, man. You had to start a community. You adult. I ain't come at you disrespectful. What you doing that for?
Oh man, I don't know. It's something's wrong with it. I don't know what's wrong.
You childish as hell. Very fucking childish. Yeah, man, they need to get a new officer. You need to be replaced, not just a flashlight.
Oh, yeah.
You need to be fucking replaced.
I'm glad you're helping him out though.
I am.
Oh, yeah.
He's good.
Y'all going viral. Y'all know that, right?
Oh, yeah. They all should be going viral. So there's another part. Anne, let me say the state. Anne in Texas. So I got another one right here. Anne in Texas. Check your email if you want to tell the people in the chat what your username is. Anne in Texas just bought something from my website, and I emailed you every single thing I sell in my store for free. It's like a $400 value that I sent to her. She made a minor purchase, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Anne. And now she's going to have the trifold in her car. She's going to have the cop cards. Anne in Texas, if you want to let us know in the chat that you received everything I sell for free, I would appreciate it. Northeast Colorado Cop Block, I agree with you. Because we got to get the agent, the pimp out of the business. And that's what we have to do. So if anybody lets me know if Anne is in the chat, that would be absolutely amazing. So, I mean, and let's watch this one more time here real quick here. This is the part that incensed me. And I was like, I got to show this to the folks tomorrow. You know, it is so unbelievable. Wait till you see this shit. I mean, we already saw it, but I'm going to show it to you one more time.
Hey, I'm going to make sure.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm going to.
And that's her Instagram right there. I didn't even realize that. Marcel Media, Marcle Media. I'm going to look her up.
Sit here and record and make sure he's okay. That's how.
I hope you get good video.
I will. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, I don't know
Why did he do that?
why my flashlight does that sometimes. It's messed up.
You're lying. That's not what your flashlight does. Why are you lying? Why are you lying? You wonder why so many people hate the cops. You wonder why so many people dislike or distrust the cops. Why are you lying? We know what you did. We just saw it. You turned your flashlight on to strobe so it would blank out her camera. You piece of shit pig. You wonder why we don't like you. There it is right there, dude. You're seeing it right there. How often do cops knock on your van door? I've been living in my vehicle for about 3 months now. I've never got a knock, but I'm driving a van. I'm in a small Toyota Prius. Every single day I do DoorDash or Uber Eats. When I'm not delivering food, I sit in a parking lot usually. I'll sit at the same spot at Target, use my phone or laptop, open or close throughout the day. I will deliver food and orders. I'll go back to my parking lot. Sometimes there are no orders for the whole day or I don't feel like working. I'll end up sitting in that Target parking lot for hours on end, go inside, take a bathroom break, and go right back to the car. At night, I park at Planet Fitness or sleep there, and I'll walk or park over by the Walmart employees. A couple times, if someone took my spot at Planet Fitness or Walmart, I'll sleep overnight in a completely empty parking lot in front of a PetSmart that's closed overnight. How come I've never gotten a knock? Is it because this took place in a suburb of Denver, Colorado? Do Colorado cops care? Does everyone live in their vehicles in Colorado? How come you've received a knock and I haven't? Is it because I'm not driving a van? I've only gotten a knock once, and then it goes on, and there's so many people in here that have stories about how the cops knock on their doors. And some of those, and I'll be honest with you, some of the stories in there in Van Dwellers on Reddit are friendly stories. Did I get Ann in here yet? Ann out of Texas? Take care, plead the fifth. If you're taking off, I'm not keeping up. So Anita said they stole our Articles of Confederation, downhill ever since. So let me explain something here a little bit. So she's talking about the Articles of Confederation. As you guys know, I'm about to launch Constitutional Law Scholar board game. So the Articles of Confederation, what that was it was before the Constitution. After the 1776 Declaration of Independence, we then formed what's called the Articles of Confederation. The Articles of Confederation at the Constitutional Convention in 1787, what happened was from 1776 until 1787, the Articles of Confederation only created a legislative branch of government. There was no leader, there was no president. So you had all these states that were in an article that were following Articles of the Confederation, the Confederated States of America, but there was no leadership. Nothing tied the states together. There was no federal government that tied all the states together. So the Articles of Confederation, what America was a bunch of independent countries. You're talking about New Jersey, Massachusetts, Virginia. You're talking about the original 13 colonies that Rhode Island. But there was, if Anita, your comment to me as someone who's a constitutional law scholar, and this is what I study primarily, your comment doesn't make any sense to me because they stole our Articles of Confederation. The Articles of Confederation, what it did is it created a confederacy of states that didn't have a centralized government. There was no way to enforce taxation. There was no way that there would be a single bonding apparatus to get all the states to come together. And often states would war against each other. So it's just, so don't go, plead the fifth. Don't go. Please don't go. Oh, I got this sent to me by like 10 different people. I got this from 10 different people. Plead the fifth. What's going on, Playboy? What's going on with you? This is too long of a video. I don't want to get into this one right now. Oh, you know what I can show you? Let me show you something different. I was going to show you something, but let me show you what happened to me when I was out on the town in, oh, here it is right here. Oh, here it is right here. It's okay. I can just show you the video, the short that was created out of this. This is what happened the other day when I was out driving around. And so let me give you a little bit of backlog. When I was out driving around the other day, what happened was, this dirty pig. What happened was there was so much traffic. One cop was saying go this way. One cop was saying go this way. There was cones here. There was cones over there. So I was a little disoriented. I wasn't sure which way to go because the fires in LA had everybody driving around with their cameras, looking at the Hollywood Hills burning. And so This video happened just the other day. And let me open this bad chicken big so you can see it. I don't know what the editor did with this, but we're going to find out right now.
Right turn. You're blocking traffic. Make a right turn.
I can do that, but
Yeah,
you're
do
yelling
that,
at me like I'm a
please.
dog.
Do that.
Which has me locked up. I'm
Would you
trying to go
please make a
home.
right turn? Is
You
that
can be
better?
polite. You can be nice.
I
dude.
just was. I
Remember,
asked
there's
you several
emergencies
times
going
over there
on here.
very politely.
Don't you need us to work together and be polite? I'll take a
I'm
right.
gonna give you-
You see the cars
So-
coming right now?
So do you hear, are you listening? Do you hear what's going on? They're not honking at me. I'm completely to the side. The cop and I are not in the way at all. We're behind some cones. But listen to the traffic around me.
Up to 3.
And then what are you going to do?
I'm going to arrest you because you're interfering. You're interfering.
I'm
Which part
trying-
of this do you not
Do you not
understand?
Huh? The traffic is disorienting. I'm
Yeah.
trying to go.
There's cones all across the
You're
street
gonna
down there.
arrest
Why
me
could you
for
not
no
see
reason?
those? You're blocking the intersection. You're interfering with
I was not blocking the intersection.
a fire. You need to move your car.
I can move the car, but how do I get home? Can you tell me that?
No, I told you to back up, make a right turn, or just go around my car, make a right turn, but do it safely.
What's
Don't
your
get
name
hit
and
by
badge
another
number?
car. Nelson.
Nelson what?
31071. Make a right turn.
You'll hear
Nelson's a dick.
from me, Nelson.
Thank you.
You're welcome,
I would
Nelson.
love to hear from you.
Yeah.
Love it.
You don't care. We live in a filthy, dirty pig culture.
Make a right turn. You're blocking traffic. Make a right turn.
I can do
Now listen, they're not honking at me right here, but listen to what kind of traffic I was stuck in.
that, but
Yeah,
you're
do
yelling
that,
at me like I'm a
please.
dog.
Do that.
Which has me locked up. I'm
Would you
trying to go
please make a
home.
right turn?
You
Is
can
that
be
better?
polite. You can be nice.
I
dude.
just was. I
Remember,
asked
there's
you several
emergencies
times
going
over there
on here.
very politely.
Don't you need us to work together and be polite? I'll take a
I'm
right.
gonna give you-
You see the
I'm
cars
gonna
coming right
count
here?
to 3.
And then what are you going to do?
I'm going to arrest you because you're interfering. You're interfering.
I'm
Which part
trying-
of this do you not
Do you not
understand?
Huh? The traffic is disorienting. I'm
Yeah.
trying to go.
There's cones all across the
You're
street
gonna
down there.
arrest
Why could
me
you
for
not
no
see
reason?
those? You're blocking the intersection. You're interfering with a fire. You need to move your car.
I can move the car, but how do I get home? Can you tell me that?
No, I told you to back up, make a right turn, or just go around my car, make a right turn, but do it safely.
What's
Don't
your
get
name
hit
and
by
badge
another
number?
car. Nelson.
Nelson what?
31071. Make a right turn.
You'll hear from me, Nelson.
Thank you.
You're welcome,
I would
Nelson.
love to hear from you.
Yeah.
Love it.
You don't care. We live in a filthy, dirty pig culture.
Make a right turn.
So you guys you guys will remember this video right here because I covered the initial video. Yeah, everything's interfering, Claudette. Claudette said everything is interfering. It's such a load of shit on a stick. One cop's going like this, one cop's going like this. There's cones over here, there's cones over here. I didn't know which way to go, and I was trying to go to somebody's house because their house was on fire. I was trying to go to his house. There was a fire around his house. So his house wasn't on fire, but there was a fire around his house, a friend of mine up in the Hollywood Hills. And I couldn't get there because they had blocked off all the cars. So I was trying to figure out a way to weave through there, but it was disorienting. And I'm human. Horns honking everywhere, cones everywhere, fire, cops, there's smoke in the air. It was disorienting. I covered this video, and this is great. He took legal action.
Kentucky man is suing his local police department, claiming officers violated his First Amendment right to free speech and his Fourth Amendment right, which protects against unreasonable searches by the government. According to the lawsuit, on the night of June 8th, 2024, Brandon Rettig was sitting outside on the balcony of his girlfriend's apartment. Newport police officers were responding to an unrelated incident, and Rettig could see the cops' activity. Rettig tells WCPO News he made a statement directed at the officers.
I initially said, go get them, boys.
One officer, defendant Ronald Lalumandiere, allegedly responded saying if Rettig kept it up, he would take him to jail, and also told Rettig he had keys to the private apartment complex.
Why is he outside of his door? You don't come out your door.
The lawsuit states the officers appeared to be agitated by Rettig's comments and decided to enter the building using a key card Officer Lalumandiere had kept from when he was a previous tenant at the same apartment complex. Officers approached Rettig's girlfriend's apartment and eventually made contact with Rettig in the hallway outside the apartment.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. We know it was you, all right? No, you don't. You want to make a bet? I can find out real quick. There's no cameras in here. Yeah, you want? I used to live here. I know. I live here.
So this pig used the key to go onto his property that was private access. This pig violated the law, which is why in the beginning of this, they show the lawsuit right there.
Contact with Rettig in the hallway outside the apartment.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. We know it was you, all right? No, you don't. You want to make a bet? I can find out real quick. There's no cameras in here. Yeah, you want? I used to live here. I know this.
Why did he come out of his door?
I live here. So did I. I lived here for 2 years. I know there's cameras here.
The officers asked Rettig how much he had to drink. One officer stated
He's allowed to drink in his own home.
he could smell alcohol. Officer Lalu Mandier stated Rettig was under arrest and placed Rettig in handcuffs. Officers said Rettig was under arrest for public intoxication, claiming on the citation that the hallway was open to the public. Rettig's lawsuit asserts that the apartment hallway is private property, and Officer Lalu Mandier had no lawful right to access the building or to arrest Rettig within the private confines of the complex.
And he's exactly correct.
Rettig's attorney, Robert Thompson, and Officer
So listen to what he says here, but about the merits of the lawsuit.
Lalu Mandier had no law that the citation that the hallway was open to the public.
No, it wasn't open to the public. He had to get a key to get into the private building.
Rettig's lawsuit asserts that the apartment hallway is private property,
It is private property because you need a key to access it.
and Officer Lalu Mandier had no lawful right to access the building.
He didn't have a search warrant, or he didn't have a warrant for his arrest, so he had no lawful reason to enter into his house.
Or to arrest Rettig within the private confines of the complex. Rettig's attorney, Robert Thompson, also spoke to WCPO News.
Speaking from a balcony isn't a crime. Drinking a beer in your living room isn't a crime. And just because a cop was offended because of some language doesn't give him the power to arrest you.
Rettig is seeking a jury trial along with compensatory damages, nominal damages, attorney fees, costs, and punitive damages. It's unknown when the case will be tried. For Shade Arrow News, I'm Lauren.
So listen, here's the thing. You can be in your apartment complex. You can be on the sidewalk. You are allowed to yell at police. Remember, I was in the dungeon for 4 months. What's the case law that they used? It was the 2024 case of Wilson versus Nevada judges that said that NRS code 197.190 obstruction is a physical act. That speaking or being there is not obstructing. This man did not obstruct or interfere with police because he yelled something off the balcony, which what he yelled was, "Get him, boys, get him." We covered this video already before. This guy's going to win his lawsuit. He's going to get summary judgment, and they're going to settle out of court. That's what's going to happen here. You don't have a right to go into someone's apartment, you jackboot thug pig, because he said something to you. It just chaps my ass seeing these pigs overstep their boundaries. And if you are ever in your home and the cops come to your home, this is just your daily friendly reminder from the inside of the safety of your own home. If the cops come to your door, don't answer the door. If he had a warrant, they would break the door down and arrest me. Well, you can go ahead and wait as long as you want, because I'm going to stay inside my own home until I look out the window and I know that you coppers are gone. What I'm going to do from here, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to wait for those coppers to leave. If the cops have a warrant to come into your home, they will. If they don't, they won't. They can only spend a certain amount of time outside your door and then they have to leave. Whatever you do, for the love of God, if the cops are beating on your door and saying, come out, wherever you are, don't come out. I would rather pay for a new door than go outside and chance being arrested when there's no warrant for my arrest. Do you understand? Do you understand? That's how it works. You don't come out. Rising tides, I see you, buddy. I see you. Cops harass people for no reason, but when a homeless woman is set on fire, they do. Oh, that's right, Lou. I've been here for 3 hours, Lou. Let me cover that video privately and put out a short on that. And then I'm going to call you on the phone, Lou. I want to get a little bit of your commentary because you knew the woman that was burned. Lou is going through some stress right now because he knew that woman that was burned alive on that New York City subway. So, Lou, her name was Debrina. I'm really sorry, Lou. Let's do that. Let me give you a phone call, Lou, and let's talk about that on the phone. I'm going to take a little snippet of the phone call that we do, and I'm going to put it out on a short because I get more views on shorts than I do anything else. So I want to make sure you guys do me a favor. Make sure that you go and watch some of the videos on this channel. Go and watch them. If you haven't seen all of my audits, sit there and watch the audits and drop 50 comments. I want to have a contest this week. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to do a contest. This is Sunday. Next Sunday, I'll announce the winner. I want to see who leaves the most comments on my videos this next week. And I will give away a trifold and a set of cop cards to the person who watches the most videos and leaves the most comments, because I'm going to give you both cop cards, the driver and non-driver cop card. So you'll get both of these cards and you'll get a trifold this week. I need you guys to drop 1,000 comments on all the videos. As you guys can see from the numbers here, they got us shadow banned so bad. And it's been going on since October 1st of 2024. So if you guys would please, I would super, super appreciate it. Lou, I will pay you. I don't know what that means exactly, but Ms. Wild Wolf, it's good to see you. Call of Duty, Aaron Peterson, Omega Milena. Please check out the video of LAPD, over 100 jackboot thug pigs, vehicles driving on main passage during the fires and Friday. Can you email that to me, Milena? Will you email that to me? Because I've been on for 3 hours. I'm going to get the flock out of here. It's Sunday. We had Bruce. We got Brandy. Do me a favor. Put in the comment section, Team DLZ. Team DLZ. Put it in the comment section. And there you are. Since I am new, I'll be watching all. Ann, did you get my email where I sent you everything I sell for free? That is Ann, who bought the trifolds. So Ann, if you would take a look at your email and just confirm to everybody that I sent you everything I sell for free. I really appreciate you, the support, and you getting a trifold put in your car. Chuck P was in here. Thank you, Ann. I appreciate you becoming a new member of Team DLZ. I'm super great. I can't wait. Jennifer Collins, I'll win. I'm new, so I've been watching all day. Jennifer Collins, thank you. I appreciate it. Consider getting a trifold, Jennifer. And if you get a trifold, matter of fact, Jennifer, I think that's your real name. If you get a trifold, I'm going to double your order, and I'm going to give you 2 pair of cop cards if you get a trifold that I ship to your house, if you can, if you're in the position to be able to spend $30. So I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Stomper, God bless you. I love seeing you here. Hey, Ben, let me know if you could purchase one thing. I will give you everything I sell for free. But if you can't purchase anything, email me through my contact form on DeleteLaws.com. I'll still email you a trifold that you can print out yourself. No problem. Grateful Dabs, absolutely love that you're here, my friend. Brenda, I think Brenda is the one who ordered earlier. Brenda, you got everything on your email that I sent for free. Nice to see you, Dan Howard. Dan Hanlon, Chevy. We got a new individual who comes in and hang with us, Isabel Marie. Thank you so much for coming. Chuck P, Chuck Bruce, Greg, Mikey, man, Danelle Brown, Plead the Fifth, Chevy, Northeast Colorado Cop Block, Joseph Barbini, Jeff Millman. I didn't see Jeff in here today. Rising Tides. Man, I appreciate you guys so. Lou, I will pray for you, not pay for you. Mr. Wild Wolf, you missed your R on pray. I was trying to figure out what that meant, but now I know what that means. Chevy, what's up with the Playboy? So you did. So Brenda, you did get everything I sell for free. Listen, I'm going to have the deal going. I'm not going to stop this deal. If you order anything from my website and you spend any money on my website, I'm going to send you everything I sell for free. Every single thing in my store. So try to get the most expensive thing. No, if you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. Death Angel, I appreciate you coming. Greg B. Artle, what's going on? Artle, I think I shipped your package, by the way. I think I shipped your package. Or did I email you? Not quite sure. Denise, where you been? Denise, did you get your hoodie? I'd like to see that hoodie on you. I will pray for you. God bless you. Yeah, go to DeleteLaws.com. Make sure you guys get your stuff. Hello, Team DLZ. Good to see you. I will be ordering more soon, said Destiny Smith. Right on, man. Right on. I know at Rancho, they got a filter over my account. If you guys are familiar with the Twitter files, you know that these social media companies literally have a filter they can put right over your account, which is exactly what they've done to me. It only slowed me down mentally until I realized, man, we're Team DLZ. There's thousands and thousands of us, and we don't stop. We don't stop. Put it in the comment section if you would, please, for me. Marcy Fox is here. Marcy Fox, Claudette, good to see you. Man, Dan Hanlon, good to see you. Steve Conkler, I could just go Call of Duty Auditor. I could go on Clown Patrol. There's so many of you guys. I love you guys so much. Chevy, Cope Doggy Dog, Chuck, Let's OTVO, Brick, what is going on? SWE Observer. Man, if I haven't mentioned your name, it's only because there's 10,000 names in my head of members who are on Team DLZ. I got to go. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later, Gators.